Hello, welcome back to a very special episode of Retrocade Podcast. Episode 42. It's Sean, and
Phil.
After a long quarantine, we're back. How you feeling,
Change
Sean?
roles, huh? You're Sean, I'm Phil. There you go.
Is that what I said?
Yeah, it's all right.
That's quite all
I think the
right.
quarantine's getting to you.
Yeah,
hay fever there.
I got a little hay fever here. Oh my God.
It's some crazy times we're living in.
Very much so. Very much so. Crazy times. It's nuts out there. It's
like
nuts out
the
there.
Joker movie, like he said, to just mirrors is getting crazy out.
It's getting crazy out there, man. It is getting crazy out there. It's I just tell you, we were saying before we started, I've never really been through something like this in our lifetimes. I don't think anybody who living really has.
Yeah, Spanish flu was 1918.
No one's alive for that, really. No. And then, I mean, you could like
typically they say it's one every 100 years to this magnitude.
Right. I mean, there's memes going around that it's like 1920, 1820. Yeah, no, I know.
They're
it's
incorrect.
It's not on cue, that meme.
The Spanish was 1918. It was
1918 to 1920.
The meme said 1920. There's like,
every 100 years.
All these morons on Facebook.
Yeah,
are like,
sharing it 10,000 times.
God.
Conspiracy.
It's
like yes,
negative.
Yes.
You're an idiot.
Right,
okay?
right.
But it usually works out to about every 100 years.
Yeah, well, here it is. You know,
we're not at the level of the bubonic plague, which is the Black Death.
Not yet.
That was about 500 years ago.
And that, how many died? 70
about
million?
A third of Europe.
So how many humans was that?
It's hard. The population's not what it was.
Well, I want to get
put in perspective.
Percentage-wise, it would be like billions. I know
look
today.
Look at the mortality rate of 30%. That's a mortality rate.
Would be like billions of people, of course.
We're at like 1%, 2%.
Well, let's see how many Black Plague deaths. Let's see. It comes right up, and we've got 75 to 200 million people. Yeah, which would be about 30% at the time in the 14th century. Yeah, up until the 70s. It really did last like 400 years, though, as it says right here. It was it became active in 1347, and then stayed around actively till 1750.
Is how related to this, the COVID pandemic.
Don't say that word. We'll get banned.
So the COVID pandemic, how I would kind of relate it to it is, 4 months ago, you're like, oh yeah, the Chinese, they got another bullshit.
Right.
You're like, it's in China, who cares?
Well, it's like things that we've heard, SARS and the avian flu, bird flu, H1N1, swine flu. So like, it's like, oh yeah, those was pretty serious,
But they're always in Asia, and you're always kind of like, it's not going to affect me.
Right.
So same thing with the bubonic plague. It started like in Mongolia, in like the Asian steppes.
Yeah, the great pestilence.
It took 6 years to get from there because there's no
horse, there's no flight, there's no.
So you're hearing stories of everyone dying,
and also people much more spread out because there's less people.
No one's traveling.
In like a tight metal tube.
Yeah.
With 150 people going. Spreading
sneezing
out
in Walgreens.
Right. Each of them sneezing in a different Walgreens when they get off the flight.
Stories of everyone dying and it's great disease, but it takes 2 years to get to your village.
Yeah.
Whereas this, it took 3 months, and we're like,
it feels like it didn't even. It took less probably. It was like instantly here. It was like
we were just discussing a month ago. I was discussing St. Patrick's Parade. I went to going to Mardi Gras party. These things seem like a different world. At this point.
Oh yeah. It's like. Normal life has essentially been cut off, and now we're in this weird quarantine world.
And you keep in contact
where restaurants are closed,
your friends and family, but you see them in very limited capacity.
Thank God for social media and text messaging. Otherwise, it would be. Imagine if this was like the 90s. I guess you'd have to just call people on their home phones.
Yeah.
Wow, no central Facebook.
But there's no Netflix and shit.
No Netflix.
You'd be watching like Roseanne and fucking Jerry Springer.
Here's a question: would Blockbuster be an essential service?
Absolutely.
You need Blockbuster.
What are you gonna do? Curbside rentals?
You need curbside rentals. You'd have to.
Or you do like 10 people in the store.
Yeah. You'd have to. So you'd have a long line outside.
It's the 90s. You can't just pre-order
Well, maybe you could call if you knew the movie you wanted to see. Like, do you have Eraserhead? Like, yes, we have one in stock. Like, all right, reserve that for me. Like,
I feel like that's too much overhead. The
I feel like
too busy.
I feel like in the 90s that something like that would you could get away with the calling in and stuff. There's no online. Wouldn't if it was just like 1998.
Blockbuster during a pandemic would have been huge. The 90s would have been like.
You think they've been gouging rental prices?
No, but
$40 for Demolition Man.
They would have saved their.
All right.
They would have saved their franchise 10 years. With all the money that had their coffers.
I bet you Jeff Bezos is reeling in the bucks now that everyone's buying things online. He must be. His gold.
They're overwhelmed.
His hoarded gold. Yeah, in fact, it was national news. Our local Amazon warehouse
fulfillment center.
They had a strike, yeah, and it didn't work out too good for the main striker.
So I've met like 2 or 3 people. I don't know them on a personal
yeah, I have a few people that work there on my face because it employs 2,500 people.
But
so
I've met people in passing that have worked there.
Yeah,
I know.
Casual
conversation, whatever. And they all say it fucking sucks.
Oh,
miserable.
Of course.
It's a slave mine.
Kill me first to.
It's literally a slave mine.
Work for Bezos.
And they treat you like you're like robots get treated better.
Of course, yeah. And because the way that they see it, in 10 years you'll be replaced by a robot anyway. So why should we be treating these humans with respect?
But like I do buy shit I need.
I mean, in nowadays it's like what are you gonna do? For knickknacks, and now a lot of people using Instacart, but a lot of people are ragging on Instacart because of how many fees
I've never used Instacart. Explain to me.
Neither have I. Well, it's just like
I've noticed it popping up in the news.
It's just like Grubhub and stuff, just for your groceries.
Okay.
You just click everything, and then it gets packed and picked. Like all right, I need a gallon of milk.
What's the price? What's the upcharge for?
I think there's a delivery fee.
Do you pay per item, or do you just pay?
Yeah. No, you pay for all your items. So if it's like you bought $120 in groceries,
you pay 10 cents per item, or do it just gives you a flat charge?
The charge probably is percentage wise. I'm not sure. I don't know exactly their fee rates scale. Right. And then there's also the delivery fee.
So you spend $100 on groceries, which is like typically what I would spend.
Sure. And then it would probably be like $125, but also there's another little scam. It's that if you were to go in store, usually like there's like 2 for $5 or all those little
tons of deals.
Yeah, ding 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 ding, little discounts that come off the bill, and it's like that 100 might turn into like 88. They keep that portion of it. So yeah,
Scam City.
Yeah, Scam City. So a lot of people were complaining about that, but a lot of people pretty much at this point have no choice.
I typically will buy shit that's on sale at 2 for $5s.
Right. I want that 2 for $5.
Cheerios, $1.99, whatever. I was gonna buy Cheerios that day, but it's $1.99.
I'll take the discount, sure, because it's
saving $1.50, $2.
Exactly. No, I'll do stuff like that all the time.
It's a big fucking shame.
Yeah, big scam. So
I've never used Grubhub. I've never used any of these apps to buy food.
Neither have I. I don't believe.
It's a complete rip-off.
No. I've never used them because I don't need to be delivered McDonald's. Like I can go and get the drive-through myself.
If I'm ordering food, I'll just order from the restaurant.
I'll order from the restaurant directly. Yeah, if I'm gonna order delivery.
The restaurants.
Excuse me, I did do I think Grubhub and Seamless, but I did cash payments only. And so for pickups, though, I did it for pickups. So in other words, instead of calling in, like, let me get 2 pies, I did that recently. But I did cash pickups, and so I maybe they get charged a fee from that. But in the end, they got I
know a lot of restaurant workers. I work in the business.
Yeah.
I have relations with these guys. They told me that the menu prices on these apps are higher.
Definitely.
To justify the cost, because
of course,
if they charge regular price, these people are just taking out their profits.
Oh yeah, no, of course they have to because they're taking.
Bottom line, you're paying
restaurants
more money.
Are running on slim margins when you factor in, especially on Staten Island with the crazy rents. I mean, if you own a full size restaurant on Staten Island, your lease rent is going to be like $7,000 a month, and then everybody's getting paid $10 to $15 an hour. Tipped staff gets $10, and then everyone else has to get $15.
Speaking of tip staff, look at these; they're done.
Oh man, if you're tip staff right now,
any fucking money.
Shit, man. Even unemployment is like such a brutal bitch to get, and even if you do get it, you're tipped, so they're going to be like, okay, let's see your W-2 or your last tax return. It's like, well, you made $12,000 on paper. Yeah, but I'm tipped. You don't claim the tips. People don't claim their tips.
Either you owe
so they're getting no unemployment money.
Either you owe us like, okay, we'll pay you $400 a week, but then you're gonna claim this is how much you make.
Oh yeah.
Next tax return, hey, you owe us $4,000.
Well, yeah. If you're taking it, and then also unemployment benefits are also taxable, so you're gonna.
If you're making a minimum wage unemployment, how much are you getting? $200 a week, $250.
I mean, if you're not, see, it's really the tip staff that gets the real shaft because they're not claiming, like, nobody. Who puts all their, who claims all their tips, right?
Of course not.
Right. So, obviously their on paper income, like their actual income that they get taxed on, is very low. So when they say,
that's even if you're on the books.
Hey, I make
how many of them off the books?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Tip staff on the books, they get paid. They're in New York City, it's $10 an hour for tip staff, or $15 for everyone else, but they get tips. So at the end of the week, they might get $600-700 in cash tips, but only $200 on the books or $300 on the books. And at the end of the year, it's like, well, I only made $12,000 on, but that's what they're going to get unemployment for. They're not going to get unemployment for the additional 50 G's that they made in tip cash money. It doesn't count.
So many people are furloughed or lost their jobs.
So many people I know are furloughed.
It's like a very
it's crazy,
transcendent kind of event.
And are you happy for your scrap $1,200 check you're going to get? Yeah, I mean, I'll take it, but
I'm getting hazard pay. My pay's
Well, we get hazard pay. I work from home anyway, so nothing has changed for me really.
I'm out and about in the fucking, in the
You're
sickness.
you're in
so
you're in
I'm
the
more
sickness.
susceptible to.
Sure. Sean's been coughing on me the whole episode.
I'm taking amenities, mask, gloves.
You can keep that glass, by the way.
What a beautiful plastic shit.
Is it plastic? So I was explaining to you before about when Sean was making.
I would call him a friend and
an
villainous
acquaintance that kind of forced his way into my birthday party.
I was going to
11
ask,
years ago.
How did he end up at this Fridays?
We'll go ahead and say Jeremy or somebody, friend of ours, friend of the
better
show.
invite me, I'm gonna cut you.
Was like we were having. It was a weekday. It was like a Tuesday, like a drizzly Tuesday in April 2009, and
so this Fridays must have been just open.
No, Fridays has been open for 20 years.
When that Fridays open, it was not open when we were in high school.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Positive.
Yeah. Like might have been 03.
No,
yeah.
I want to say like 07 that opened.
No, because.
Well, it's closed anyway.
Yeah, I worked at McDonald's and it existed there before the movie Waiting came out. You remember the movie Waiting? And that's like 05.
That Ryan Reynolds?
Yes. And I remember because I thought how much that Fridays
you
area
went to
resembled.
Fridays in Jersey or
No. I'm thinking that a specific one. And I also have pictures in front of there not.
What was this story?
I took my wife on there on a date in 07 and the place was long already opened. And she worked at Carrabba's, which was right over there, and Outback's over there, and that was long.
Outback,
it's been open.
That's next. That's
These places are screwed, man. These places are screwed.
They weren't screwed before.
They're screwed now. Yeah, places like Outback were like on life support because that Fridays that I'm talking about is now closed.
Well, you can't compete, man.
No.
Miller's, Tommy's, they're packed.
Miller's is packed. I mean, Miller's not bad.
Tommy's and Miller's are packed.
And Tommy's got a high
great
quality
beer selection, good food. Relatively good price.
Fridays is like what those restaurants were in the 90s in Tommy's Tap House or Tommy's Tavern on Staten Island.
You don't adapt.
Yeah, like that's what they are now, like a premium upscale bar restaurant setting, and Miller's too. And Fridays and Applebee's is what they were in the 90s, and they didn't change. It's the same crap. Everyone knows.
Applebee's works if you're in Arkansas or you're
yes,
in the middle
but
of
so does
nowhere.
Fridays. But on Staten Island, like Chili, like they're all on the same level. Like Chili's, Applebee's, Fridays.
I had a burger there. They were one of my
Where?
accounts at Fridays.
Yeah,
I'd say.
I didn't hate the food
about
at
9
Fridays.
months ago.
Yeah.
9 months
before they
ago.
closed. Yeah. They're closed on Staten Island now.
So
This is very inside baseball right now.
They closed about 6 months ago.
Okay.
So I probably had a lunch there about a year ago. And the food was actually pretty good. I had like a Jack Daniels burger.
Yeah, the JD stuff there was always pretty good. The half price apps and all that stuff.
And
they had
I
a few
liked
decent
their mozzarella
entrees.
sticks.
Yeah, the rectangle square ones.
They were
Yeah.
good.
That's what I'm saying. Like stuff, but also people were hip to the fact that the shit was all frozen, and you know what I mean.
It didn't adapt. It didn't
adapt. Everybody was hip to that shit. It's like, oh, it's the shit you get in the friggin' grocery aisle, and so people weren't they understood that it was a lesser quality product. It was pretty much just McDonald's getting served to you, but a little better. That JD stuff wasn't bad.
Do you think
and they couldn't survive though? But now with this, forget it. Places like Outback and stuff, because my parents like Outback, and I'll go to Outback. A lot of people rag on it.
Bloomin' Onion's good.
I like, you gotta get your bloomin' onion, and if you go there for lunch, you can get your steak for $20, and it ain't, it's not.
I'd rather go to the West Shore Inn on Staten Island.
That's the problem. It's like these other places are just really good, but West Shore Inn's got the best steak on Staten Island.
But do you think this virus is gonna, once it's said and done? I'm hoping it peaks in 3 weeks.
Yeah, I hope it peaks soon and
I
get
hope
away.
the middle of May.
It's brutal. Everyone's dealing with it.
Yeah, I want this just, everyone wants this over with. But do you think people are going to go out less as a whole after this is said and done?
Yeah.
Is it going to impact the social dynamics?
People will slowly come back. Think about simple things like going, like I was saying this the other day in the post office.
Think about
baseball game, a restaurant that's crowded. You're looking at your fork, like, is this clean?
You're going to play
people around you, the movies.
I know you used to go to music festivals and
stuff concerts where you're on the GA and everyone's sweating on you. Yeah, I mean,
even you go to Richmond Town, Staten Island, they'd have events
people are outside barbecue.
They get good 500,000 people.
I was looking at a picture earlier today on Facebook, and it was an older picture that somebody, I don't know, it came in their memories or something. And it was a bunch of people in a pool in Brooklyn, and it was a rooftop pool bar in Brooklyn, and the first thing that came to my mind was how unsanitary It's the first thing.
Public pool.
Yeah.
I would never at this
Cesspool. That's what it looked like upscale. And the first thought in my mind, like it was like an upscale pool, but like a bunch of people in it, and then like a bar at the side, and people clearly having appetizers. And my first thought was like, this is very unsanitary. And it was just like, I would have never thought that a month ago.
Speaking of sanitary, I know you're a big Disney guy.
Yeah.
And I was talking about going to Disney soon.
Oh, they're ruined. Oh yeah.
You know,
I've been in Disney one park or the other.
Is that going to
every
change
year in the last 5 years?
Perspective? Like, do I want to go to this crowded theme park? Do I want to?
Maybe not as much Disney, but the other stuff that you're talking about.
Oh, so you're just like, when it's convenient, like, oh, Six Flags, I'm not going there. That's disgusting.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
Disney's okay.
Well,
they got like fancy.
I think it's
Dole Whip I can eat.
Yeah,
cool.
That Dole Whip supersedes any worries of grossness. I just meant like local restaurants, because the big corporation like Disney, you think that they're gonna take the big precautions. Like, I don't know if you've been in Costco recently, right?
Yeah.
Before you go in, they're cleaning, they're wiping off your thing. It's Lysol.
I wish
so they're taking.
I wish I had put my entire fucking nest egg bought Lysol stock.
You'd make a killing. Or oil stock right now is 14 cents a barrel.
Make a little purchase.
Yeah, about purchase. I purchased gas at Costco the other day, $1.75 a gallon. I filled up for $11. It was the 90s. It was insane. I filled up for $12.
It's some crazy time. And the thing is too, like I'm on the road, right?
Yeah.
You're
on the road.
It's fucking empty.
Empty. Oh man, it's insane.
I've barely left Staten. I've left the state maybe twice.
I left once. I had to go to Jersey.
And I went to Jersey.
Yeah.
And traveling at this point,
quiet.
I don't even want to go to Brooklyn.
It feels like I'm going to get pulled over. It feels like I shouldn't be out. When I was in Jersey, it was like, I feel like one of these troopers is going to be like, state your business? Like,
because of New York plates?
New York plates, roads are empty,
Well, Jersey, it's not locked down yet.
No, it's not like Rhode Island where they were actually pulling New York plates over and stuff. But it felt that way, though. I felt like I'm the only one on the road. I got New York plates. I feel like they're gonna bust my balls.
Like, I had to go to DMV to like fix something.
Staten Island DMV.
Yep.
You can make appointments for that now.
You think? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive you can make appointments.
Okay,
yeah.
because it's like on ice. Like they.
Yeah, you can make appointments to do stuff. I don't know how it is in person right now. I don't know.
But with an entertainment perspective, now I think Netflix is the perennial leader in regards to everyone's stuck at home.
I do believe so. Now that everyone's trapped in their quarantine rooms, I've been in this studio for the last 68 hours.
So what have you been binge watching? I mean, there's a couple of shows we'll bring up, but
yeah.
Besides what everyone's talking about, I want to talk about the side shit that you yourself like that you probably other people aren't watching.
Sure, maybe we'll start with little McMillions. Did you see Little McMillions?
I did, but I saw McMillions before the pandemic.
Oh, you saw it before it was. You saw it before that it was poisonous. Okay. When did you see it? Because how long has it been out?
It's been out for about a month.
Okay.
Maybe not, about 2 months.
I just banged it out the other day.
It started in like end of February.
Yeah. So it's a 6-part series.
Yeah. So they were doing a new episode each week.
Right. Oh, they didn't. Oh, yeah, because it was
it's
HBO.
They don't just do.
No, they don't just put out like Netflix.
So 6 apps.
Yeah.
Same as Tiger King. 6 episodes.
Yeah. I thought Tiger King was 7.
Might be.
I think Tiger King was 7.
Filler episode at the end. They just kind of.
Yeah, Tiger King was also a little shorter. Each one. McMillions was like 51 minutes. Each one of Tiger King was like 40
The whole
minutes.
premise of McMillions caught my attention.
Me too.
I love that Monopoly game.
Everybody. So explain to our faithful quarantine listeners what you're talking about here.
Every kid in the 90s. First off, you ate McDonald's. You like the Happy Meals. You like the junk food. You had your.
And even if you didn't, the marketing campaigns were pretty big.
But it's ingenious. Like, all right, and the pieces are fun. It had a collectability game.
Yes. You stuck them on the little game.
So how I remember starting it was it was the advance.
So it was essentially, let's explain it bluntly for any people who don't know what the fuck we're talking
Monopoly,
about.
of course.
The Monopoly board game.
Boardwalk, Park Place. Different color pieces.
Electric company.
And the whole premise of the game is getting all 3 colors. Because then you get extra pricing.
So seasonally, every year since 1989, McDonald's had this promotion where you could play, quote, the Monopoly game. You buy a medium fry, a Big Mac,
it was usually a
hash brown. Yeah, it was either the soda, the medium fry, nothing small.
If you supersize it, you would get double pieces.
Oh, would you?
You had the big Coke and the big fry.
Right, and they'd be stacked with them. Yeah, okay.
Sometimes,
exactly.
I don't think the Big Mac box would have it on there.
Yes. The Big Mac box had it on it. Yes,
and
then in the morning, the hash browns had it too. As I worked at McDonald's 15 years ago, so I do.
So did you work during the Monopoly game?
Yeah.
When was the last Monopoly game?
I This isn't it? It's not still going?
No. After this is when they did one.
No, I thought they kept it
they
going.
They did one after to figure out where to kind of catch them. And then they canceled it. Early 2000s. Look up I want to say like very early 2000s.
Let's see.
Maybe 03, 02, something like that.
Monopoly, no, they're still actively doing it. Monopoly was set to return in March 2020, but was indefinitely postponed due to the coronavirus outbreak. It's still active.
You know, that's ingenious marketing. You do the show, get the interest,
and then because we all want to play Monopoly now.
And then, and you think about it, it's supposed to happen in March.
They
aired the show.
I
in
used
February.
to think it was a fall game, but like I remember it in like September, October.
Look at the timing on that. They aired the show in February.
Genius corporate.
It's supposed to come out in March.
Right.
They don't want hands and pieces.
No. It's too unsanitary.
Even when they're like, there's a big controversy, they're still capitalizing on it.
It's so funny. But it
crooks.
was a very fun game for kids because it's like gambling anyway. Because you buy your fry, and you could get little prizes like, oh look, I won a free medium fry or a free large Coke or a free Big Mac.
They didn't have the pieces on the Happy Meals because you had to be over.
They didn't. No.
You had to be over 18 to claim the prizes.
Oh, did you? You couldn't be a kid to claim the prize? No, that's not true because the little kid won like a video game system and stuff.
There might be some.
I don't think they marketed it to the children. It wasn't marketed to children, but if the children won, they fulfilled the prize.
Like you're not winning the Ferrari. I don't remember what car it was. It might have been a Ford.
Dodge Viper. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
It was an American car. You're not winning the car. Or
no, but the little kid won the video game set because I watched one of the commercials the other day.
The only thing I ever won was like a free Big Mac or I won free food.
Yeah. But that was very easy to win. I won small fry, free hash brown, like
I really like bullshit free food.
Yeah. Which was good enough. At least you won a little something, and then it gave you incentive to keep playing. Because you wanted to. Because there was remember that the top prizes were up to $1 million. There was instant $1 million thing. You could you just peeled it off, and it's like you have won $1 million. And then there was also if you got Boardwalk and Park Place, and that was $1 million.
So how I remember starting the game, I think it was a set on Advance or could have been some. Yeah,
there was a lot of newspaper marketing.
So if you
with
remember,
that game
I haven't got a newspaper in 20 years from my parents, or whatever. It's funny talking about this. I'm like, I kind of want McDonald's right now.
I know, right? We should probably get McDonald's after this.
But
they're quarantined.
But so the Sunday Advance would have all these advertisements, the classifieds, circulars, all that shit.
Right.
There would be a McDonald's board of the Monopoly board with 2 pieces on it.
Yes.
So kind of get you started. You get 2 pieces. You're like, I got a green one and a pink one.
Right.
And they're like, let me go fill up more pieces. Next thing you know, instead of eating McDonald's once a month, which you would normally do, you're eating it once a week,
or fucking 3 times a week because you'll have it for breakfast because it was on the hash browns too, the little tokens or whatever.
These are the early days of McDonald's, right? It's not where it was today.
No, it wasn't like
McGriddle
and sausage, egg, and cheese on it.
Now it was
just the basic egg McMuffin, hot cakes. In fact, I was always really more of a fan of the Burger King breakfast because I was a big fan of the croissant sandwich. But the McDonald's game, the Monopoly game, was definitely incentivized me.
I try not to eat those fast food breakfasts.
Bro, they're fucking so greasy and salty.
I'll eat them,
straight
and
poison.
It's a really shitty way to start your day.
It is.
Because you just feel, you eat it, you're like, this is really good.
You feel so, it's good while you're scarfing it down.
9 a.m., you're like,
10 minutes later, you're like,
9 a.m., and like 11 a.m., you're like, I feel like shit.
No, you feel like shit after them. No,
and then you don't recover until about 3 p.m.
Yeah.
Half your day's already gone.
Right. No, I'm in a complete agreement. Those things weigh you down, and they kill your day.
If I'm going to eat breakfast, eat
a light, lean breakfast like oatmeal or some shit. Not
some cereal,
something
bagel,
like that. No,
bialy.
One of those just kill your day.
I don't mind cooking some bacon, a couple slices, but
no, one of those things because they're just so heavy in fat and salt. It just kills you. Like you need to chug 3 bottles of water to even that out.
So anyway, you're talking about the game, and we all think about it fondly,
Oh yeah, I was a big fan.
But no one ever won. I never knew anyone that won anything big.
I didn't know anybody that won anything even medium size.
Because
they had prizes, like we said, all from the little dinky level to the medium level, like win a Super Genesis with games, like a bundle. And then it was like a little big, win a vacation to here. And then a little bigger, like Dodge Viper. And then finally the big prizes, which were like $100,000, $1 million, But I didn't know anybody who won any of that shit other than people winning fucking, a large fry. Which was all I ever won on that game was large fry, medium Coke. Possibly maybe was the Big Mac was big winning that was the best. But the game was fun to play. I was always like one token away from like completing them, but that was the rare one that you couldn't get because there was only like one of them in circulation.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, you would get 2 of the 3.
Right,
and you never the other one. No,
like I've got Indiana and I've got Kentucky, but I need the third one. Yeah.
So this documentary figures out they got tipped because this girl.
Yeah, so a woman. It was a secret whistleblower.
And she
ratted
was
them
like
all
a
out.
mistress of one of these goombas.
No, they said who it was. It was in the
It
end.
was a blonde girl with glasses, wasn't it?
No, it was Ma Palumbo. It was the informant at the end of the. Did you not remember at the last episode?
Crazy woman.
It was no. It was no. It was.
I thought it was a blonde-haired girl with glasses.
No, it was It was
Palumbo's wife.
Jerry Palumbo's mother. She was the informant.
There was another informant then. There was a girl, the blonde girl informed because she couldn't pay her tax.
Yeah. But she wasn't this. She was just she was cooperating, but she wasn't the informant.
She got like suckered into claiming tickets.
Yeah.
And then the IRS is like, you owe us 20 grand.
It's taxable income. So the way it works is that say she won the $100,000 token. So I guess she was supposed to split it with the main scammer who we'll get to.
Well, there was so many different. There was like the guy that like would get the people.
There was the middleman.
There was the recruiter.
Which they called it in the
guy that brought it to you get a cut.
Yeah.
There was like 3 people getting that cut.
Yeah, pretty much. It was going 3 ways essentially. But the thing is that the one that claims it is gonna get a 1099 or they're gonna get some sort of tax filing for that. So if you say that regular person I made $50,000 for my regular job and I won $100,000 for this game, well they're getting taxed at a $150,000 rate. So in the end of the year, they're going to owe a fat-ass tax bill. So it's not like if they split $100,000 3 ways, they're each getting $33,000. No, she's got to take a lot more because she's going to owe this fucking tax. And like, so essentially she got fucked.
She couldn't pay it.
Well, no shit, because she's getting $33,000.
But of money that she doesn't have.
Right, because she's as far as the IRS knows, she's getting $100,000. So she's getting that full amount's getting taxed.
She's clearly a moron that would accept
it. Accept it and then give all this money away. Like you got to know.
There's taxes.
You're buzzing us, Sean. Don't talk. Yeah, leave it. It's fine. But So the second I heard that lady, I was like, oh, you should probably talk to your accountant before you accept.
There's a lot of moving parts here.
A lot of moving parts.
We're getting a little ahead of ourselves. So let's start from the beginning.
Well, again, the game went on from 1989.
Let's talk about the scam itself. So this guy has all the winning pieces. He worked for the marketing company.
Well, yes.
Head of security at the marketing.
He was head of security for the marketing company, which was also and then there's the printing company too. So it's the marketing company that oversees the game and the security of the game and everything. And then there's the printing company that actually prints.
Which she also made the company go bankrupt.
Yeah, they both went under.
Because of this one man.
Because of this one man destroyed
this one
200 jobs.
No, he says one man cost like 2,200 jobs.
That was how many it was?
They had
my God.
6 offices.
Right, that's true. They had offices all over the world.
In different countries. Both companies went bankrupt because of this one man.
That's true. In the documentary, they said it was the single biggest individual stock drop. They was like 100 a share down to 50 cents a share in one day because the second that they caught wind of this incident, that everybody it was just a failure. The company was a failure because
$1 million client.
Yeah, well, it was like their biggest client by far. It was like their only client. Without them, it was.
They said it was 90% of their business.
Yeah, that's what they said. Yeah, pretty much, and the printing company too. So both of them just belly up and everyone lose their job just from this one guy. And he's still alive, by the way.
Is he incarcerated? He's out.
No, he's out. He lives in Georgia.
So he didn't talk at all.
No,
his son talked.
His son talked and was like, "Fuck that guy." Yeah.
He's gonna be mad at me, but I don't talk to him. Dad's a piece of shit.
Well, he pretty much said he's like, "This is the nail in the coffin." I'm sure for our relationship. Yeah, but the guy was just—he seemed like very much like a quiet kind of robot guy. Now the name of
he's married a few times.
He had 7 wives.
He had some domestic issues.
Yeah, he was clearly like a fucking asshole guy. Just like ex-cop also. So he was head of security for this company.
Wait, ex-cop and an asshole? No, that's not a coincidence.
Ex-cop and an asshole and married. So he's got to be a very romantic guy to be married 7 times.
Doing something right, or was he doing something wrong?
Terrible. And so obviously this guy was a real asshole. His name was Jerome Jacobson. And he was head of security, and he figured out the scheme too, because he was the one taking the winning pieces that were, printed once, and that was it. He was taking them in a briefcase, and also he had an auditor with him from an accounting firm, so they were never supposed to leave each other's side. And what he was doing was, and they say this for the last episode, but I kind of watched them out of place.
Well, I was curious to figure out how he got away with it.
Right.
And it was all because they fucked up.
Yeah.
They sent him this like hologram sticker.
Yes.
That he wasn't supposed to have.
Well, that's it. In the briefcase, which was locked, by the way, and he only had half the combination, but he was able to find out the auditor's combination. And she was never supposed to leave his side, but he was like, well, I'm going to go to the bathroom. And so that's where he's going to
take a dump.
Yeah, he's going to take a dump with all these $1 million tokens. So,
oh dear.
It burned. And so he found out her combination of the suitcase.
The printing company's gone.
It's gone. It burned. And so did the marketing company. And then inside there was an envelope, but within the envelope there was this hologram that sealed it. But he luckily, you're buzzing.
Okay. I didn't even touch it there.
I know. We gotta get you a new cable.
I think the cable's a little.
It's the cable for sure. I have a new cable for it. It's just I gotta replace it. Yeah.
Next episode.
Damn these Chinese cables! They're built
the Chinese
they probably sneezed on them.
Chinese didn't ruin anything.
So anyway,
great times we live in.
Great times. So there was this hologram that it was essentially like a tamper-free hologram that if it was tampered with, you knew that somebody fiddled with the pieces. Yeah. So essentially, what happened was that he somehow was shipped or got his hands on these holograms. They sent it to him by accident. That's insanely lucky though that he got that. Well,
this reminds you of like you getting your hands on like a DCI CD.
It's the same thing. I know. It's the same kind of
gotten it.
Right, but I did, and you
like
wielded it to my advantage.
At Toys R Us is like, I don't know what this is.
What Sean's referring to was that in 1999,
fraudulent tournament.
I was able to get my I was the Pokemon Master, but I was able to get my hands on the tournament disc and paperwork to start tournaments in this basement.
Which to get, you need to verify you have to be an account holder.
Yeah.
Like a commercial license.
Yeah.
But that buys Wizard of the Coast products and have a commercial license to host tournaments.
But at the Pokemon League in Toys R Us, they just left that stuff out.
So minimum wage workers like, I don't know what this is.
I don't know. I don't care. You just went inside.
Thinking like, maybe I could get some cards out of it. Like, you just swipe it, not knowing what it was.
Well, I knew it was like I knew what the DCI stuff was, so I knew what it was, and I seen it, and I was like, I could probably hold my own tournaments with this. This is great, but I didn't understand the full yielding of it, yet. I was 12 years old.
It's a similar scenario. You got your hand on something
get your hand,
you shouldn't have. And then it snowballs into a crazy
big
out of control,
thing. Yeah, so this guy was able to get his hands on the holographic seals, so he was able to open it and then reseal it because he had replacement holograms.
So the pieces would go unnoticed.
But also it had the number of the pieces on it, so he would bring fake dummy pieces, not fake ones, but loser pieces in the place of it.
Because the pieces, they would have like a laser ink mark.
Yes.
To claim them, you have to put the ink.
Yeah, they put it up. Yeah, like a black light. Like, okay, this is legitimate and not like somebody reprinted this or something. They reprinted $1 million ticket or something. I'm sure the security's even hot.
To print them.
Yeah,
it's probably easier to get away with shit.
Definitely nowadays they're probably like digitally
if you wanted to print
QR label. Forget it. Yeah.
If you wanted to print like Big Mac free meal tickets back then, you could hit McDonald's for free.
Oh, forget it. You just
the entire duration of the promotion.
Free Big Mac, free Big Mac, free Big Mac. Yeah.
Go to different stores.
Yeah, exactly.
Staten Island has what, 8 McDonald's?
At least, yeah. So
go to a different
one every day, and next
hours,
week, you just shift around.
Lunch, go for dinner.
It's all good. Free meals.
It's a healthy.
Free meals for 2 months, and also for a while they were giving. I don't remember if you remember in 05, 06, they were doing the Best Buy bucks also.
See, I don't remember McDonald's at that time.
You probably just didn't go. I worked there, so I remember all this stuff. But yeah, I remember we as employees certainly had our hands in the Best Buy bucks. Because in addition, that was where they were coming on. If you were to buy the Chicken Tender Selects, which were a premium product, not only did you get,
I think they're back, the Selects,
probably,
or there is a Chicken Tender product.
Yeah, it was when they were first released, like 15 years ago. So in addition to the tokens, they also gave you a Best Buy buck or two. It was like a Best Buy buck, and it was good for $1 Best Buy.
But you have to spend X amount to use $1. You can't just go there.
No, it was. No, there was no minimum. You can
buy a DVD. Let's say back then you're buying a DVD or something.
Yeah, say $20.
Or let's say you want to buy a video game, which is what we were buying. And
sure,
like that.
$60, $59, or whatever.
You could use $60 Best Buy bucks to buy a video game.
Yes.
You would think there would be some sort of.
There was no max. It was just, it was
every
Best Buy
$100
bucks.
you spend,
No,
you take
because
like
it was
20,
straight Best. It was like Joffrey dollars. If you remember that Toys R Us, like if you had Joffrey dollars, it wasn't any.
Joffrey is
whoever
Game of Thrones.
Joffrey dollars from with his
sinister shit villain
with his face on it at King's
toys.
Landing or wherever. But right, but but it was the same concept though, and it was they were little. They were just like they looked just like the tokens. They were only a little wider, and
they were yellow, like Best Buy colors, blue and yellow.
Yeah, probably. I don't even remember at this point, but I remember accumulating like $200 of those when I worked there. And
do you remember what you bought with that or not?
Yeah, I still have it.
What did you get?
I got mounts for these surround sound speakers.
Okay.
Yeah. It's still, and I never really used them, but at the time they were mad money.
Your old like childhood bedroom.
Yeah, it's converted to the studio now. But yeah,
it's better than our old location for sure.
Yeah,
even though it's not far
gutter.
away.
The gutter. Have you happened to look outside in the gutter? But yeah, so that was part of the.
This is the funniest part about this story. So it's pretty complicated. It's in depth.
Definitely.
But then it gets so much more complicated. Just the criminal network that this kind of created.
Yeah, and also like really the Colombo mob was involved.
Of characters.
Just a bunch of freak characters. Yeah.
Just one guy's more ridiculous than the other.
Yeah.
You feel bad for like the simpletons at the bottom.
You feel bad for the simpletons, and that's it. I don't feel any remorse for Jerome Jacobson. I felt much more upset for his son, and it was like, oh, this kid got a raw deal. Yeah,
like
that lady,
the Mormon guy.
Yeah, the guy with the Mormon guy was crying, and like his stepson, I think it was, who like lost trust in him.
Dad, like,
yeah, whatever they were, whatever their relationship was.
I think it was just like foster dad or something.
Oh, was it? Oh, I thought it was like a stepfather or whatever. Yeah, but they had a restrained relationship and like trust broken, blah 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 blah. So all those people like get stuck for it, and obviously the main guy, like, he's an asshole, but he walked away with mad money.
It was like the fat Italian guy who was like
Jerry Colombo. Yeah, he ended up dying in a car accident, which was unrelated really to this thing.
His wife supposedly. Was big character show. She's a nut job.
Yeah, obviously.
Went to jail numerous times, drug addict.
Yeah.
Very like outspoken woman.
Yeah, just like white trash.
Completely nuts.
Like crazy white trash. Yeah.
Yeah, but so she's like spilling the beans, but in an entertaining way.
Right.
She was like the reason why Tiger King was so entertaining was these white trash people just.
Yes. Well, we'll talk about like characters. Yeah, I think that even had even more crazy characters and more crazy incidents. But I do want to just finish up McMillions. So long story short, a lot of them got small amounts of jail time, like 18 months, 2 years. Some of them didn't get jail time, just got house arrest. And he walked away with pretty much like the total amount stolen was about $24 million. So he definitely pocketed like 10 million from that. Yeah, like 7 million.
Untaxed.
Untaxed, because he didn't pay tax on it. Yeah, and like even his son was like definitely has it buried away somewhere.
What was
he
his
lives
final
in a big
sentence?
house.
Like 5-7 years. What do you get? He got 5 years.
Yeah, if that. I don't even think he got that.
Anything too crazy.
Let's see, because I know he got out in 06, right? Or maybe.
And they said this got overshadowed because while the trial was going on, 9/11 happened.
Yes.
So everyone like stopped caring about it.
This says
under the radar.
Roughly 3 years. So nothing.
Fucking nothing.
Nothing to steal $24 million.
So other people,
but yeah,
other people on the web got
all this stuff happened on September 10th. They didn't even say that. I looked that up. All this stuff was going on, like the FBI raids and everything was September 10th, and then September 11th, 2001 was the next day.
No one gave a shit.
Yeah, because like I honestly, if the 9/11 didn't happen, I would have been all over this because I don't really remember it. I remember vaguely hearing that there was some scheming going on with this. I remember the game itself, but I remember hearing in the
game
news.
Stop. That's why you mentioned it coming back. I don't remember seeing it.
It definitely went on when I worked there, and if it's gone on in recent years, I hadn't really bothered with it,
Oh, I think we
don't
don't
eat time
McDonald's
for that. Right,
much.
that's what I'm saying. Like I don't have time to run to McDonald's to buy a medium fry for a couple of tokens. Yeah.
Don't really have the appeal to
No. As a kid, that was a very fun game. Oh, I'm one away from.
And in your fantasy world, you're gonna win.
Right. Like it was like home media surround sound system and Dodge Viper and $100,000.
I'll get the car.
Right.
Dad'll sign it over.
Right.
In high school, like
good. Yeah, it was possible.
Not fucking happening.
Yeah. So long story short, that was pretty much the end of it. The guy was a scumbag. But yeah, the documentary. It's funny because it makes it seem like he's dead because he isn't interviewed and everyone else is, but he just didn't want to be interviewed.
Why would you?
Well, when you're the fucking scumbag, yeah. No. And this guy, like, pretty much every picture of him that they posted, he's just like straight face, like. you know, like asshole. Like you could see.
They're not
it.
gonna post him being like helping a baby or you know.
No, but he just looked like an asshole though. Like, and obviously was, and you know, and obviously like you know, you could tell by the relationship he's had with his son that he's a prick. You know.
Well, yeah, I felt that kind of incriminating to his character when his son's like, "Yeah, fuck my dad, he's a piece of shit."
Well, yeah, if you're the son saying it, you know, it must be fucking true.
If your own son saying this.
Yeah, and then everything the son said was like made the most sense. That like you know his father definitely has it buried away. Yeah, it's like definitely has it buried away. Now that I'm talking in this, you know that's the end of our relationship. Blah 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 blah, and then also how they closed. So they closed it with who was the informant, because that was the big, like the two big mysteries throughout the whole series was how exactly he did it. And long story short,
also the brash FBI guy who's kind of entertaining.
The maniac, the crazy FBI guy that went undercover and stuff.
Yeah, he was like very like
zany.
Charismatic.
Yeah, which is very odd for an FBI agent to be.
He had a lot of character for
He
FBI.
was very flamboyant for an FBI agent. Usually they're hard nosed, straight face. Yeah, like ex-military.
This documentary, no.
Yeah, of course not. This
he
guy's like,
attention.
whoa, yeah, he definitely likes attention. The guy, being undercover is awesome. It's like it didn't even seem like
the rush.
Yeah, it was a rush of it. Oh, it was great. And it, like so that seemed odd, you know.
He's like, yeah, I'm sitting in this shitty Jacksonville office.
Yeah,
twiddling my thumbs.
Twiddling with my thumbs with healthcare, and then I see this little Post-it note, McDonald's Monopoly scam.
I know the action was coming.
The action was coming when I seen that Post-it note.
You're right, though. He was strange for an FBI agent.
I found him very unusual and flamboyant for an FBI agent. He seemed more like a game show host, which is kind of a Ghostbusters reference. But yeah, he was odd, but nonetheless entertaining.
Speaking of Ghostbusters, 2021 delayed.
That's delayed too? My God, you heard it here first.
Came out, I saw it this morning. Pushed to 2021.
Unbelievable.
Meaning, it'd be a fucking year. Probably be a year from now. Next summer.
Yeah, it'd be a year. It was supposed to come out this summer, right?
It's gonna be next summer now.
Wow, Ghostbusters Afterlife, crazy.
So much for
maybe that'll give him a chance to get us some ecto coolers. I have you got that ecto cooler. You see that shirt?
Who did you get that shirt from?
I think Jeremy got that as a birthday gift or something. I think. I'm not sure.
You can't really wear it. It's so
that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's why it's hanging up.
Vintage. That was the rarest packaging because that was
that was the '90s packaging, which is the one that I grew up with.
That's the one we drank.
Yeah, because in the mid '80s it was the straight green.
It was like.
Yeah, no, it was hard pressed to find it in
like
stores.
One of us had in the lunch when we met.
Right.
Like, oh wow, you got it.
Yeah, ecto cool. Yeah, because
where did you get it? I want to tell my mom.
Because in the mid to late, it's like 95 to 98 was like the tail end, and it still existed but was scarce. And then they changed, and then they got rid of it. I think in '98 and turned it into like citrus blasting cooler.
It was a tangerine flavor.
Well, yeah, it's tangerine orange, yes, but they call it. We've
50 times.
We've gone over this many times.
We're very fine.
Our podcast, this podcast is based off that pretty much.
We should be sponsored by.
You know, this is the 5th. They were going on the 5th year of our podcast. We're gonna have the 5th anniversary soon. Isn't that insane? 5 years of the podcast doesn't feel that long at all.
Let's try to do something live.
We'll do a live cast for the 5 year anniversary
from the hospital floor.
Yeah, from the hospital floor, from the ED, Coney Island Hospital. Here's.
We'll have some masks.
Yeah, we'll have the full garb.
Stressed out nurses.
Retrocade podcast.
We'll open some packages from China.
Yeah, the smog will come out and hit us in the face. Yeah. But McMillions wasn't bad. If you were,
I enjoyed it.
If you're someone who remembers the Monopoly game
if you like the Monopoly game and
if and when it returns, we got to go back and put it on the channel.
Characters.
Yeah, zany, criminal,
low-level criminal morons.
And then there's two
suckers
twists at the end that are like secrets. You know, who the informant was. I think I already said it, and how exactly he did it. We pretty much also said it. But
that was when I saw the premise of the show. What I was interested in immediately is how do they do it.
Oh yeah.
That was my biggest.
See, me, I kind of screwed up. I watched the last episode of it first. I don't know what the hell happened. So I watched the last episode first, so I kind of got spoiled, and I was like, "Oh,
yeah, that's stupid."
Yeah, it screwed it up for me, but I still liked it already. But and long story short, yeah, if you remember the Monopoly game, and if it comes back, we'll put it on the Retrocade channel and we'll play it. But it wasn't bad. But the new one that everyone's talking about now that everyone's quarantined, the hot topic.
Well, I'm curious before we went into that, just on Netflix.
Yeah.
Is the real Ghostbusters still?
Or on Netflix?
Yeah.
They took it off.
I tried looking for it during this quarantine zone.
Yeah, that would have been a good one to binge.
Because I was like, oh, you know what? Let me watch some vintage.
Yeah, the first season is great. It's like scary and like quality.
It gets a little off the hinges, but
well, yeah, there's 100 and something, 150 episodes. There's a lot of trash. I haven't seen nearly half of them.
I think it was on there for me either because we barely caught the air.
Tail end, exactly. So in the late 90s, the only way or the early
USA
90s.
Network had
USA had, but I didn't have cable at that point.
I did either. My grandparents did.
Oh, that's lucky for you.
I would go there.
ABC had it in the morning on Saturdays, but it was so early I couldn't wake up for it. My dad would tape it onto VHS, and I have like a handful of episodes, and it's like the same 6 episodes.
It would be like the first cartoon of the morning. So
yeah,
like 6
a.m. on a Saturday.
And you're like,
no
you're a
way.
Kid, so you're not waking up.
Fuck no.
You would try to?
Nah, I never made it. My dad was able to record them onto VHS, and I have a handful of them still. I have like the one but like they're shittier later ones. Like this, I watched some of the first season ones. And like, oh, these are fucking really good.
It's funny because
you'd be.
I had a very similar story.
You're fucking buzzing us, Sean. You're giving us buzz.
Your wire's fucked up.
Yeah, the wire sucks. What are you gonna do? We gotta
buzz.
Subscribe to our Patreon to get us a new wire. This shit sucks.
Is the buzz altered, or are you still hearing it?
No, we're good.
Okay, so let's try to keep it.
Just don't even fucking touch it. Sometimes that wire I gotta get rid of.
So in the same situation, I must have had like, 3 VHS tapes full of episodes.
Yeah, that's what I had.
I watched the same 10 episodes.
That's what I had. The same 10
200
episodes.
200 times.
Yeah, me too.
I remember them.
We probably
didn't.
We probably didn't watch the same ones at all because there's like 150 of them, so there's no way that
I was watching. It was on Netflix maybe 2 years ago.
It was no. Me and Lindsay, in fact, my wife, we were watching the first season, and that's when I was like, oh, these are really good. They're creepy and disturbing.
I love the shitty 80s animation.
Oh, it's great. Yeah. Cell animation is great. Yeah, it's because it's not digital. It's
I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
Turtles
it's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's not on Netflix either. They have the movies, the original movies.
I have the entire series download. I do have it downloaded, but like Netflix was making it real easy where I could just click and then was they were nice and clean but I was watching. We watched the first season and like they were good. And but like there was like 7 seasons of it, 150 episodes.
You can buy it on Amazon for like $70.
Yeah. They have the whole box set of it.
I'm gonna buy it, watch it for 10 times.
Yeah, no. I'm not gonna go in for that unless I would have get it real on the cheap.
My Pee-wee's Playhouse on there. I watched. Oh
yeah, my son watches that. Well, I have Pee-wee's Playhouse all the time. I've seen all the episodes.
He likes it.
Yeah. Well, that was the first 3 months of his life. That's all he watched. I mean, now we had to switch to like different stuff.
Because it's different than like the newer kid shows. That's why.
Yes.
And there's adult humor you could laugh. Yeah. Your son doesn't know it.
And also all the actors that show up, like Lawrence Fishburne,
Phil Hartman.
Phil Hartman's in there. The girl from American Pie and Orange Is the New Black. She's a little girl.
Who's the other Spanish actor? He was in like NYPD Blue. He's like the repairman. He's in it.
Yeah, probably. I don't remember the name. Yeah. No, exactly. So that like stuff like that I recognize right away. I'm like, oh, I was like, that's Larry Fishburne. I'm like, oh, that little girl is the one from fucking Orange Is the New Black. The redheaded girl. Natasha. Yeah. I was like, yeah, I recognized her right away. She's like 7 years old, and I recognized her instantly. But yeah, so that's cool. But other than that, my son watches like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and like Boss Baby and shit like that.
He's probably it's like when they sing and like that type of stuff.
Yeah.
He's big into like the singing kind of stuff.
Once because he will be sitting and like doodling with his toys, and once a song comes on,
that's when it catches his attention.
Yes. But same thing with The Simpsons, because I'll watch when I have them all night.
Baby on.
Boy, right. or the main theme like like you have a baby for 18 hours and it's like I don't want to watch fucking.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse 50 million more times, or whatever. There was another one that he watched, but whatever. So I was like, let me try to put on something that we can both kind of deal with. And The Simpsons, like he'll deal with it.
At least it's animated, so he can
exactly colorful.
It's just a regular sitcom.
If I try to put on
watch Seinfeld, he's not gonna watch it.
No. I tried to put on that. That was funny because I tried to put on new episodes of Curb, and he was not having it. Yeah, like
Dad, who's this old Jewish?
Yeah, he doesn't want to watch Larry David. Yeah, so like I'm like, all right, we'll put on some seasons 4, 5, and 6 of Simpsons, and he'll deal with it.
So I canceled my Disney Plus.
Oh, you did? Wow.
The only reason I regret canceling is The Simpsons. I enjoy watching.
Definitely, yeah.
I can watch Simpsons all the fucking time.
That's funny. That $7 was really you're really trying to cut costs, Sean.
It wasn't cutting. I wasn't watching it.
Yeah, no. If you're not using it, you're not using it.
When Mandalorian season 2 comes out,
you'll come back.
I have Hulu, I have HBO, and I have.
I have it for the kid.
I don't pay for any of the 3 of them, which is good.
No. Well, I pay for Netflix. And my wife pays for Disney Plus. Oh, there you go. Well, no, I have.
Let it ride.
Yeah, because I have Amazon Prime because of Prime, and I've been paying for. I was telling, I was like, I should get rid of Netflix, but I probably because my kid uses them, and then and the Disney Plus my wife pays for. So
there's only so much of The Office you can rewatch.
I know I've done rewatch The Office 50 million times, but there's just but now that they're putting out these other things, that's a perfect segue to go right into the
Tiger King,
which is the fucking big meme now.
Yeah,
it's the number one quarantine docuseries that I've been watching.
Yeah, this is the first week of emerging. April 1st is tomorrow.
Oh my God, April Fool's is canceled, by the way.
Oh yeah,
don't bother me.
Be like, why are you April Fool's? I got the virus. See how well that goes.
No, you'll be fucking ousted.
That's not a good idea. I advise against it.
I have highly advised against that. Sean highly advises against.
But everyone's talking about Tiger King. I think May 1st, 30 days from now, or a month from now, 31 days, I believe.
What happens then?
No one's Tiger King. Who cares?
Oh.
It's just it's
the hot thing. It was
that
movie that was on Netflix. What was it with the blonde?
Bullock.
Yeah, it's the same shit.
I still haven't watched that.
You didn't see it? It wasn't that good.
Ending, and I'm like, I don't care.
It wasn't that good. But everybody was talking about it. But Tiger King, I think, was a bit more enjoyable because it had a little crazy shit happen.
So I've seen the previews. I've seen the buzz. I'm like, I've been home more than I ever have in my life.
You are not somebody who likes to stay in. I've only had to stay in.
Because you have a child.
Yeah, because I'm like looking after my baby. I work from home, so like that's not that unusual for me. I mean, I still like go to the gym and stuff, but all that's fucking out the window, and it's like can't even get Starbucks.
You can't even buy gym equipment.
That's what we were just. Me and my friend. My friend texted me today. He's like, "We got to do something about the gym," and I was like, "I know." And he was like, "Yo, have you checked like equipment?" And there was a Reddit thread about. It was Reddit, the subreddit flipping, and these guys were like, "Yo, sell your stuff now because it's 3 times the price." Meaning, like, so yeah, there was this Reddit subreddit thread about called flipping, and it was telling people like, "Yo, everyone's home gym equipment is worth 3 times what it is now because everybody's scrambling for it. And it's all sold out in stores." So you can't even get like home gym equipment right now. You were saying your cousin paid.
So he. It's like, it's his birthdays. I just got $600 gym equipment.
Right.
He was a big gym guy.
Well, there you go. All these gym rats want to go.
I'm stuck at home. And he's excited about it.
I mean, it's because it seems like the thing to do. Like, I'm quarantined at home. Might as well work out. So it's like you're in fucking prison.
As they're processing the order 3 hours later, he gets an email. Sorry, your money's refunded. We're out of stock.
That's crazy. I would be furious, yeah.
And then he's like, all right, well, let me try to buy it elsewhere. It was like 3 times
as much. Yeah, no. Free weights.
His whole idea of working out from home failed.
Yeah, but everyone's because it's the same thing. Everybody, though, you had to be like the one to think about that the second the gym's closed.
Though,
I didn't. I was just like,
opportunity you could have done a month ago if you knew what this was going to be. Of just what
you'd be rich. If you knew the future, Sean, you'd be rich. Like these senators that sold all their stock in January. Like these scumbags. Did you hear about the 4 or 5 senators?
Oh, yeah.
They were all like, "Oh shit, nothing's wrong, people. Keep doing what you're doing." They're selling all their stock.
I find it very hard to believe that we already have more cases than China does. Like, that's complete bullshit. That's complete bullshit.
You think that China's just downplaying?
The Chinese numbers are completely false.
Well, their government just gives out nothing but
completely
bullshit.
False. Yeah. Like,
we've only had 50,000 cases. Meanwhile,
there's probably 50,000 dead.
Exactly. Dude, they have 1.4 billion people. How could you not have a tremendous spread? It's like a petri dish.
Look up this stat. It's mind-boggling. You won't hear about it.
All right, do the stat because we're already an hour in here, and I've got a lot of editing to do. But we've had technical issues here. But
I gotta look it up on my.
All right, do your stat.
It's pretty much.
We'll move on.
It's a nuts China stat. Let me find it.
You're taking too long here. We got a lot of dead air. Too much dead air. I'm about to fall asleep on my phone.
It was something along the lines of. I know where it was. They marked the Chinese cell phone subscriptions and how much it's been down. But like people you think would still have their phone.
So you're saying that
yeah,
their phones are not getting paid, so they're dead.
Way to kind of
determine how many deaths there are.
It's something that makes so much
sense.
Because
right, yeah, or maybe they just can't afford to coronavirus.
China, since January, has 2 million less cell phone subscribers since January.
But that might just be because people are out of work. No,
people
they're
live
not
on their phone in this era.
Yeah, but those people, I figure a lot of people, like lower class people that have.
Or people are dead.
No, you're right.
But you don't see that on headlines. 2 million less of cell phone subscribers since January.
You could spread serious fear if you were to make a meme like that. Oh my God, what does that mean?
But people would rather not have groceries than not have access to their phone.
Well, phone in at least America
2020
is an important
device. They're
device.
even more glued to their phones.
It's true. They do.
So that's a weird stat to think about.
It's one of the two. It's either they're out of work and they're broke, so they couldn't pay their bills, or they're fucking dead.
2 million less subscribers. 2 million. And that's when the virus peaked. There was January.
All right. So chances are those corpses are not using their cell phones anymore. So when you're telling me
we already have more cases, that's completely
You heard it here
lie.
first. Are we turning this into the Conspiracy Cade podcast?
No, I'm giving the news out there. Don't listen to the Chinese.
Where are these metrics coming from, Sean?
The facts.
Look it up. Facts.org.
Look up cell phone subscriptions in China.
Cellphonesubscription.net. All right, we'll look into that. But
scary information.
Scary, creepy stuff. But on a lighter note, also we were talking about supply chains and so free weights, home gym equipment is out of stock.
Switch,
Nintendo Switch, hottest commodity, sold out at all retailers. On Amazon, it's like $500.
Like, you sell a lot of PS4s for your business.
Yeah.
Xbox. You could still get PS4s and Xbox.
You can, but their prices have gone up.
The prices are up, but the availability's there.
Availability's there.
Why is Switch just not there? Why does everyone need their hands on it?
I can tell you firsthand because there's a multitude of reasons. Number one, supply chain issues. They've been waiting on stock to be imported, and this whole shit has delayed that tremendously.
Well, factories are empty.
They're coming back now, but they're still a few months behind. So by the time Switches are back in Target and Best Buy and Walmart, it's going to be like
July,
late June, July.
And
yeah,
you're not gonna be stuck at home at that.
At the earliest, yeah.
We'll not be stuck at home.
There's still the Switch Lights are in stock, but those are going soon too. Those are going to be out of stock soon too. But they're not fully completely out of stock like the regular Switch.
So you can buy a Switch Lite online at this very moment? Probably not.
A Nintendo Switch?
The Lite. Can you pay $200 at just retail?
Let's check Target right now. But I knew a night or two ago you could, but they might be because I knew they were going out of stock, but they were still available.
I want to get one, but I want to wait till they have like cooler skins.
A Switch or a Switch Lite?
Switch Lite.
The Switch Lite's cool. It's tiny, it's versatile, and if you don't ever put it on the screen, then there's literally no reason for you to get the big one.
Like,
sold out. They're gone. They're done.
Knew it.
They're done. Yeah.
Knew it. Because you're like, all right, I'll get this instead.
Right. They're done. They're completely done.
You're stuck at home. You want shit to do.
Yep. They're gone.
So speaking of the Switch Lite, or Switch for that
Switch
matter,
in general.
Pod Racers.
They're bringing back Star Wars Episode 1 Racer for both PS4 and the Switch, which is...
I have a lot of fondness for that game.
Likewise. You know what? That's funny because, as I was saying to you earlier, I actually never owned that game. But I did rebuy all, because some kid that we used to hang out with stole all my games as a kid. Give him a shout out.
Stole my Pokemon cards.
Stole your Pokemon cards. He stole all my N64, except for the games that either he already had or nobody wanted. Shit. He didn't, like we said, he didn't take Pilot Wings 64 or Superman 64.
Wave Race. Superman, all right.
Superman 64, the worst rated game. And like things like Pokemon Snap, or like he had GoldenEye, so he didn't need to take my copy of GoldenEye.
I would like to replay Pokemon Snap.
I did in the summer. I actually we should replay it and then live stream it, or at least
it's a quick game.
It's quick, bro.
2 hours.
I got that game the morning of it came out in June of '99.
I got it when it came out.
Or 2000
because it was summer. I remember
summer.
It vividly.
It was warm.
I just got out of school and it was like hot summer.
Yeah, it was a warm summer day, and it was a Saturday. I got it, and I was like, great. I'm gonna play this game.
It's
and like
the first time you saw there's a 4 Pokemon Stadium.
You're buzzing us. It was before Pokemon Stadium. It was the first. Yeah, we're good. It was the first 3D Pokemon we were going to experience, which was like such a big thing back then. It was like, 3D Pokemon.
We went about verbatim, but the blockbuster time with the stickers is really cool.
Yes, of course.
So I looked it up online on YouTube. This guy, he's a big Pokemon card dude.
Yeah. So what's his name?
I don't know.
Is he the dark-haired kid?
He's he's not bald, but he's like shaved head,
balding, short hair.
Yeah,
he used to be a lawyer. I think he said his name was.
Yeah, he's He's like a bright set up in the back.
Yeah, I mean most of these YouTubers do, but yeah, I know the guy.
So
I've watched him.
He's like the main Pokemon card guy.
Yeah. He has like first edition Charizards and shit.
He traded like some first edition boxes.
Yeah, didn't he open a first edition Charizard out of a first edition box? Yeah.
But he traded like a first edition box and some money for a working Blockbuster snap machine.
Oh, you could buy. There was one on eBay not that long ago. I was looking at it. It was $1,000. And what did he trade for it?
Yeah, no, he said it was worth like $7,000. The one he had, because it was still printing stickers and shit.
I don't know. You could have found them on eBay not that long ago. There was definitely one, maybe a year or so ago. I had it on my watch list. Let's see if there's any on there. But that sounds like a premium. Maybe it was like a mint condition one or something.
You also had like a box of all the stickers.
Yeah, you want the stickers.
And
yeah.
there's like, I remember I had the Jigglypuff card. There was 4 cards.
Yes, the you put those in to. They were like your money card.
Pikachu, Jigglypuff.
Yeah. Okay, it's gone now, but it was up there for a while as the Pokemon Snap Center. Yeah. Pokemon Snap kiosk.
But it's also a giant fucking piece.
Oh yeah, it's a huge thing. It's fucking
just to
7
ship
feet
it would be
high.
like $700 just to fucking ship it to your house.
Oh no, well that was the whole reason because I was the one on here wasn't that bad. It was the problem was that how are you gonna get it here? It was like in Texas.
Had a yellow controller. I remember.
Yeah.
Well, similar to those McDonald's units, they had those.
Well, yeah, that was actually where I've played most of my Episode 1 Racer. If you remember, in the 90s and 2000s.
I didn't own it either. I rented it a few times.
Oh, yeah, I rented it, and I played most of the time that I played it was at the...
I'm very interested in getting it, because like, I never really beat the game.
Oh, yeah, well...
It got very fucking hard.
The thing with that game is that there's really only like 2 levels really worth playing, you know? It's obviously Tatooine, Boonta Eve, and then there's like another one. The other ones are like weird, and like I think there's like Sullust and stuff, but they're kind of like, you can't... They're hard to see.
Are these
in the
tracks and planets canon though? That's the question.
They were at the time. I mean, are they canon now? Yeah,
I'd be curious to kind of explore. I remember some of the characters. Sebulba was a big one.
Yeah, of course.
There was a
like Ben Quadranero and all them.
4-armed skinny alien.
Yeah,
he looked like a.
Let's see the levels. There's you're screwing us up again. You're
I'm not even touching this
well,
fucking
something's
thing.
screwing up. That wire is really. I gotta replace it. I have a replacement for it. Okay, let's see the levels. We have it's
Well, the Boonta Eve.
There's Boonta Eve. There's the Mon Gaza. There's the
only appearance of Zorba the Hutt, who was
that's true.
Big in this. If you remember the book fair days, there was a lot of Zorba the Hutt.
Are these the tournament structure? But I'm like, but I know there's like I think there's oh okay. Here's the planets. Okay, so we got Tatooine. Then there's Mon Gaza, Malastare, which is named in the movies.
That's a big
Aqualaris, Barunda, Ando Prime, Uvu 4.
I've heard Ando and Uvu novels.
And Ord Ibana. I thought Sullust was in it. Maybe not.
I feel like there was more tracks. How many playable characters was there? I don't remember, honestly.
There is 6 to start with, and then there's a bunch of unlockable. Oh, there's a lot of unlockable. There's like 15, 20. Ben Quadranero unlockable.
Sebulba, of course.
Sebulba unlockable. There's a lot. All the other guys in the race and other guys are considered
Sebulba was a Doug.
A Doug, an especially dangerous Doug.
They had like a horse face, but they were short. They were like a very violent alien species.
Yes. But it was
like subjugated by the Imperials, like most aliens were.
Yeah, they got some interesting backstory to them. You know what I've been speaking of which, I've been into a lot lately. Shadows of the Empire. They have there's audio versions of it on YouTube and shit. And
it's like an audiobook?
Yeah, there's the actual audiobook and then there's combo audiobook and visual.
In your little work office there, you had the paperback. It might have been in here.
Yeah, no, I have it somewhere.
It's right behind it.
There it is. Put it on the screen.
There you go. I actually own the same book.
It's great.
That's my original. My pages are yellow as fuck as well.
That's the original.
And
I got that as a kid.
We don't have smoker households.
There's no smoking in here. Age.
Natural age.
Natural age right there.
It's like the dust particles.
Isn't the artwork beautiful on that? And the coloring?
Yeah. Xizor, the Emperor in the back.
It's actually Shizor, but whatever. We've been calling it Xizor.
I always say Xizor.
I'm going to keep calling Xizor.
I had the figure, you know.
Yeah. I actually want to rebuy all those figures in box. Those were great.
They said the Boba Fett Slave 1 is the most valuable piece from that set.
Yes.
Spaceship. It's the same as the other one.
Yeah, just the box. Yeah, the purple box. Also, the Outriders got a few bucks. It goes for a few bucks.
Dash Rengar was an exclusive figure to that set.
Of course, yeah. They only made about 4 figures. There was Xizor. They didn't make all the extras.
They made Leia in Mask.
Leia and Bausch.
The only highlight of that is it came with a Carbonite solo.
Yeah, did she?
There might have been a solo. Solo and Carbonite was released, the plastic, in Shadow set.
Probably, yeah. See, that was a few thing that you had to get through the Shadows line.
And I owned it. That's
I had the Leia with Bausch. I didn't like. There was like.
I was never a big Leia fan. No,
but you needed her. You needed, especially with Bausch disguise.
I preferred the one like the regular white in white.
I had that one already. Yeah.
The Battlestrike, because you, as a kid, you always lost the fucking helmet.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, the little because the helmet was removable. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
and then
like the size of a quarter.
There was like the Chewie that it came with like the buzzed head.
Chewie, yeah.
I didn't actually like that one because he didn't look like regular Chewie, but I liked Zizor as a figure, which I had.
For sure.
I had Dash Rendar.
Ponytail was broke.
Yeah, it snapped off. Yeah, his little like rubber black ponytail would snap off. Yeah, there was that. And I had Dash Rendar, and then there was the swoop bike guys too.
I never got the swoops.
Oh, I had the swoops. Yeah, I had a swoop.
Your figurine collection was. Yeah. I never competed with your figurine.
Well, I had a good figure collection. That was like my.
Well, you also.
But now they're all those.
If I recall correctly, your father, when he worked for the MTA.
That's true. Yeah, there was
Bridge and Tunnel, wherever he worked for.
Yeah, it was TBT.
It was like it's like kind of Toys R Us no one went.
There was like a Toys R Us in like Whitestone, Queens, and
so he had this like exclusive access.
Right. Because there was figures in.
Because they would get shipments.
If you remember Toys R Us in the 90s when like the rows were stacked with like 50 million figures, you know, and like nowadays that doesn't happen. You go to Target and there's like
it's not even exist anymore.
It doesn't exist. So Toys R Us doesn't exist.
You, Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, Bezos screwed it. But like if you go to Target to try to see it, like Star Wars figures, like there's like a Jyn Erso and like a
you know what's funny?
A Snoke, and that's it. And it's like just scraps.
So like whenever
back in the day, it was fucking aisles stacked to the nines of 5,000 figures.
I always to this day, take a quick glance at toy aisle just for like.
Me too. I did that the other night at Target.
So I was at Walgreens buying some COVID items. I actually got toilet paper.
Oh, there you go. Get yourself some
deodorant, some mouthwash.
Oh, you need it.
Couple items, right?
Yeah.
Febreze, all shit. So I take a look, and there's one pop figure that's like hidden like in the back. It was Dr. Doom.
Did you scoop him up?
I scooped it.
Yeah,
Dr. Doom pop figures right up my alley.
That's right up your alley. Yeah.
So
I'm not a fan of the pop figures.
And the best was to not register in the register. So he's like, I think it was like $13.99 or something.
$2.99.
So I was like, no, it was like $9.99. It's believable.
Yeah,
it was like $13.99.
Yeah, good. Yeah, you save yourself a few.
I added a Dr. Doom pop figure.
Added that to your collection.
Purpose.
Nice. Good for you. But yeah, those are good times. And
so I honestly think though, we'll see how this game does. I'm gonna buy it. You're probably gonna buy it.
Oh, for sure. I'm gonna get it downloadable content for sure. Yeah,
I say $20.
I was wondering. I would assume you're gonna be able to play online play, right?
We'll play for sure. We'll probably have some other friends. I'm sure.
That's what I'm saying. We'll play online racer. Like, you know, I would assume there's going to be online play. You know, so that definitely.
What
adds
game comes out in 2020 without online capability?
That's what I'm saying. You know, so like it makes the most sense.
It's a multiplayer game.
That's what I'm saying. Like nobody even has 4 PlayStation controllers that you could do that with, or Switch maybe, yes, but. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that happening. Are we going to buy it on Switch or PS4? Fuck it, we could buy it on both.
Hey. If that's successful, they're gonna remake Shadows.
That's what I'm saying. Hopefully they'll remake Shadows of the Empire, and that'll be great. You know, because I'd love to see that.
That in a polished version.
Yeah, polished remastered version.
Speaking of remastered, so I'm never pre-order games. I never. But with this whole COVID thing,
you got a little extra time to play some video games. Video games are at a premium right now. Everybody's staying home.
Supply is short. Yes. This is the hottest game, so I pre-ordered Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, right.
I use someone's Prime account, so I'm getting it delivered day of release.
There you go. Nice.
And I'm very looking forward to playing that.
Dude, that'll be fun. That's
this is a 7-year remaster.
Yeah.
They announced this thing in like 2014.
See, I never really played the Final Fantasies. My wife loved them. She loves
Pete
episode
was
7.
A big
Pete,
7.
friend Flav,
a couple of those guys,
friends of the cast. They're big Final Fantasy guys. See, I didn't have PlayStation 1, so I never was really able to get into those.
7's regarded as the best of the series.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
like
the magnum opus of the Final
I think they're
Fantasies.
up to like 14 now.
Yeah. No, I know there was 10 and 13, but 7 is the one everybody knows as the. That's like Mega Man X, you know.
That's gonna be my main COVID video game.
That'll get you.
That comes out a week from Friday. April 10th.
I want to get Jedi Fallen Order. I went so far because I was getting bored with Battlefront because like fuck, it's the same fucking level.
You're playing 1, dude. You gotta play 2.
No.
There's new content in 2.
I've been playing 2. I know but even with the new content that they put out, like the sequel stuff, like they put out.
There's some new maps.
Yeah, no, I know. But honestly,
they have like Dooku and Grievous. And
I'm well aware of all that stuff. No, and Rey with the new, like now it's new trilogy stuff, and I've been doing that with Kylo Ren. But honestly, like it's like even that I was like, it's the same levels because if I play it for like an hour.
What character do you use in 2? What's your main like generic character?
Okay, because I was usually playing prequels. So are you talking about hero or just regular character?
No, like If you're playing like a massive map, you got to start a regular guy and
okay,
you get victory points.
All right, well, if I'm, I usually go with like the officer of either.
I use officer.
Yeah, with the pistol, and then that like I like their secondary stuff. You know, they have like flash grenade and the other thing. That's usually what I go with, and then when I get a few points, I'll either go up to I usually go to the jetpack guys, and then more points I'll go with the heroes. You know, whatever.
Jetpacks are tougher to use.
I use the jetpack like the what's it called the power battle droid. I'm fucking.
No, he's a beast.
I obliterate people with that guy, you know.
Some of the new trilogy guys are good.
Yeah.
There's like the Red Trooper. He's
the
a
Red
fucking
Trooper.
monster.
There's the Flame Trooper. There's a few of the Rebel ones are good. I use the jetpack girl with the rocket launcher.
What was good is that snipe. There's like an assassin droid. Not the assassin droid. There's one with like knives.
The one that knives. He's fucking. He hops.
He's one of those guys.
Vibro blades.
You gotta be in the groove.
Yeah.
If you're like a hot hand, you get like 15 kills in a match.
I don't usually use him because it takes a while to figure those guys out. Like I already mastered like the super battle droid, so I just stick with him.
So I had friends that don't want to play.
There's people that master that guy that are fucking like.
I have friends that are like, oh, it's a deal. So I'm like, they got rid of the pay to play aspect to it. So everyone has kind of a competitive chance in playing.
Yeah.
Everything now, it's pay to play is just cosmetic.
Of course.
Skins
just skins. Yeah, like I seen like a lot of people have like the Kylo Ren that's different. Like he's got a different smock on, or without the fucking helmet. I'm like, oh, that's cool. But I'm
to
not
upgrade your gun, like I think like, every 50 kills you can up. There's 4 guns. Right. So every 50 kills.
Yeah, you got right.
I think
I'm at like the max level. I'm at like 282 or something. That's.
I think like. The main gun for the officers, you need 400 kills online.
Sure.
I think I got the 3 out of 4.
Yeah, that's easy. But that's the thing. It's like I was getting bored with it, so I was like, you know what I want to do? You know what? Like, because I was like kind of feeling nostalgic for the levels of Battlefront 1. So I was like, let me see if anybody's actually even playing this. And people are still playing Battlefront 1, you know. So I was able to play a few of the other the levels, you know. But that game is actually quite different. And
I'm not a big shooter guy, but I like Battlefront.
I like Battlefront. Yeah, no,
I haven't played in a minute. So.
I wouldn't do the Call of Duties because people are
Would
too
you be able to
competitive.
scoundrel up enough players that like we know to get a personal game?
Probably. Me, you, Flav. Can we get somebody else?
Friend Danny Zuno.
Oh, I know he plays. So, all right. So, the next subject.
So let's kind of cap it off.
We got to cap it off here. We're already over an hour here. So
Tiger King.
This is the big thing, Tiger King. What'd you think, Sean?
Loved it.
Now, for anybody who doesn't know or is not on Facebook seeing the stupid fucking memes of the
everyone
Hillbilly
knows
guy.
what Tiger King is. Everyone's stuck at home. Everyone has Netflix.
Everybody's watching this trash.
Everyone that listens to us has seen Tiger King.
Yes, pretty much. Yeah.
There's no spoilers here.
No. You mean there's no there? Well, we will be spoiling, but you won't be spoiled because you've watched it already, right?
So, Carol Baskin's a bitch and a murderer.
You think she murdered her husband? What about the thing with sardine oil? It was like, no, you don't put perfume. You put sardine oil on him to kill him and eat him.
What
and it's
about
what?
When her
husband's murdered.
When her husband disappeared, like she happened to be buying cat food at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And her brother, that's a cop.
Put the kibosh on it.
Oh no, I ran into her conveniently.
Every time they brought it up there was no like solemn like, oh I haven't seen my husband in so long. It's more like I didn't kill my husband. You know, like every time, and it's like, and he fucking liar.
He filed a restraining order and said she was threatening her.
And he was like, so all right, we're going too far into it.
Let's start from the beginning.
So episode 1 is about the guy, Exotic Joe Exotic.
All right, so let's just talk. So the big character arcs, Joe Exotic. Based off.
Then there's Doc. Joe Exotic's like the main character. We'll say.
Doc.
Doc Antle. Right.
Who has a Indian. You know what's a funny thing about Doc Antle? I just found out. When Britney Spears had her favorite VMA performance of the giant boa constrictor.
It was for his.
Doc Antle was the snake handler.
Definitely, he's been on TV and shit. Yeah.
So the Britney Spears VMA performance that she had the snake. Doc Antle was the one that came on stage, gave her the snake.
Oh god,
it was Doc Antle.
Sounds about right.
And I think that was like 2000, 2001.
Right. Yeah.
This guy's like a harem, has like 5 wives.
Yeah. And he's like, it's like a straight up cult though. His thing is actually, I found even probably the weirdest. They're all weird as fuck. All of these people.
They all have the same thing essentially. Private zoos.
Have
you ever been to
imagine you own 10 acres of land and you said, I'm going to start a zoo with tigers.
And the legality behind it is so
sketchy.
Blurred.
Very,
you can do it.
Very gray area with this stuff. At
you
least
can't sell
nowadays.
You can buy the animals.
You can buy, which is such bullshit.
It's so weird. You can't sell the animals.
And once you have them, you can breed them.
But you can't sell. It's so fucking weird.
But you can make money on having people pet them, which is a tremendous business.
Shaquille O'Neal is at it.
Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal is fucking buying tigers.
Now, before we get into this, have you ever been to a private zoo? Because I have.
I mean, I've been to zoos, but not private zoos.
I've been 2 places.
Is Gator World is private zoo? Yeah, so I've been there. I've been there
in Florida.
All right, so I've been to one there. But not any of these crazy ones.
I went to one in PA. It was super fucking sketch.
They're mad. They seem mad sketch.
There's like a giant grizzly bear in a cage besides this room.
Yeah.
And you feel bad for the animals.
Of course, because they're caged and it's like barely.
I'm in like
barely suitable.
PA and it's
and it's just a bunch of.
I loved it though.
And it's
cool animals and it's
fucking cool, majestic animals, and that's what I think gives these people this inflated sense of ego that they're dealing with these majestic like. Almost mythical creatures that everyone wants to see that that only they can wrangle, and like so there's this ego of every one of the people that run these separate.
Well, they're all manipulating people because of the animals,
and they're manipulating like every one of them.
They're all of them, every single one.
But that's the thing. It's like, but it comes from like their ego. Like this is like a megalomaniacal part of this.
That's what made it so fascinating.
That's what is fascinating about it.
They all were using and manipulating others.
Yeah. Like, so Joe Exotic, which is pretty much the main character, he starts off, now he's gay, and he was like...
From Oklahoma, of all
From
places.
Oklahoma, yeah.
Backwards as shit.
He's a gay redneck that has his...
Mullet, guns.
Yeah, mullet, guns, and
honestly...
banging men.
I thought Joe Exotic was brilliant. I was rooting...
Yeah, no, he's like the kind of like the anti-hero of it, you know? Doc Antle I found to be creepy as fuck.
Anti-hero's
and the other ones, and the lady's a murderer, so...
Anti-hero's he's not a good guy.
None of them are good guys. They're all scumbags, but you root for him the most.
You know what's funny is that fat snitch.
Yeah, at the end, they called him a Chucky doll. He was like, he's a walking Chucky doll.
Like, Mikey was never a snitch, but he...
You reminded you of Fat Mike, our friend of the podcast?
Just, like, he's like fat criminal element, like how he looked.
Maybe a little bit, but this guy was
not his attitude.
And not nearly as fat as Fat Mike either.
But it just like his store was so bizarre.
Yeah, it was like a trinket.
It's like a pawn shop with
for
animals.
Yeah, I don't know how that survives. In the middle of the country, apparently, you could have a storefront for anything.
The guy Jeff Lowe is a piece of shit. Like,
yeah, okay, yeah. He's like, I kind of looked at him as like a wannabe Joe Exotic.
He owns the zoo now. And
he stole it from him pretty much.
And then he fucked over the other guy who invested in this giant zoo they're building.
He was like such a scumbag with like that young wife of his too. Like there's a young wife that's pregnant.
He's like, oh yeah, I bang all these sluts.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, well, we're gonna have a nanny, but you better look good, and we're gonna and you're gonna get you in the gym soon. And she's like, and he's this disgusting 50-year-old monster, and this is like a 20-year-old like.
They're all young bald girl. Guys wearing
like
hats.
Bald, disgusting freaks, and like ugly old men.
He got arrested for sneaking in tiger cubs in Vegas hotels.
Yeah, like low life.
Because he'd be like, oh, I could fuck all these like hookers for free with my tiger cubs.
Yeah. What I couldn't understand is I guess these people have a few, like they have money, like they have resources, they're making money, like fairly good money off their businesses.
They just rip off everyone.
Maybe because but this guy Joe, what's his name, was driving like a Ferrari and he had a private jet. It seems like where are you motherfuckers getting all this money?
I ran for president, cost him like $200,000.
Oh yeah, Joe Exotic. I meant Jeff. What's his name? Had the Ferrari.
Lowe.
Jeff Lowe had the Ferrari and the private jet. And what's his name was spending money trying to become president and then governor. You know, he was even mentioned on Last Week Tonight.
Like the lesbian Asian woman, or Spanish.
The one that got cut her arm off.
Her leg.
Arm, yeah.
She's still working for him.
Weird. So weird.
It's just like, oh, I don't
So we'll start it. So they're individually owned. Like 4 people that they were doing the documentary all individually own these private zoos. So, but the first guy, Joe Exotic, which is like the main guy in the memes, along with the woman who apparently killed her husband or allegedly killed her husband. Seems like she did. And
she reminds me like a Black Widow spider. All these like dead men are in her path.
Yeah. She
grew
up like gutter. She grew up like in a trailer and shit. And
she was probably attractive when she was 15.
Well,
18.
she looked pretty in the pictures when she was like
younger,
20. Yeah,
there's a picture of her new husband wearing a collar, like.
Oh, the cuck that she's got
the
now.
Cuck. He's such a cuck.
He's such a cuck. Yeah, he looks like a bean counting accountant. He's like, oh, and then he's like singing to her. Oh, yeah,
like the cuck. The definition of a cuck.
Yeah, mad cucked.
Just like watches her bang fucking dudes.
Yeah, and she's like a fat old woman now, but like, and then
it's like, what's her line like? Kitty cats and.
Yeah, I don't know.
Something like that.
The details I couldn't fathom. She was actually every time she was on camera, she bothered me, 'cause she was like,
so it made me uncomfortable.
She made me uncomfortable. Yeah. Like
Joe
Exotic's like funny. Like he's a character. He's like a Kramer or something.
Yeah, he's just this like gay guy with guns.
Yeah. The gay thing is so he married. So he's taking in all these like workers that are like misfits.
He's taking these like
misfits.
I don't know if they were the drug addicts for sure.
Yeah, but they're
the
just,
other guy that killed himself was a drug addict.
But that's what I'm saying. So misfits. They're like they're not. These are not going to be like people in high society or anything.
Tattoos.
Yeah, like rednecks or just people like misfits. They're like they don't have a college education. They'd be working at Target. Or living in a trailer. And he's taking them all in to like work at his place and shit. And there's this manipulating, this loyalty that they have for him, and then even turn them like
loyalty
a few of them gay.
is blind.
Oh, it's weird. Yeah.
And these guys,
like
I'm not fucking gay, but like they don't dwell on it, but they make hints about meth.
Yeah, no, they definitely drugs were involved.
Missing teeth, using crystal meth.
Yeah, of course.
And they say a lot of the gay community, meth is a big thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's big in the Midwest. It's big in the Southwest. I'm sure they were using drugs or meth or whatever. Probably dope, too. But so anyway, there was like a 19-year-old kid that was like, yeah, I want to join.
Oh, and then, I need a job.
And then, you need a job. I'll work at this place. And then Joe Exotic is like, oh, I kind of like you. And he's like, are you gay? And he's like, no. He's like, oh, you're gay. And then he's like...
Well, he would make references like, you ever watch porn and see their dicks?
Yeah. And
he's like, I guess.
And he's like, well, you like the big one, right? Well, I guess I like her.
Hey, you want to smoke this meth?
Yeah.
I do.
And then so he like marries the two dudes at the same time.
That's the meme going on with the pink shirts.
Yeah.
In Oklahoma.
Oh, man. I'm surprised he didn't get murdered.
And Joe has he tried to kill himself because he was gay.
Yeah. Well, he said he was a tough upbringing.
His father was like, oh, you're gay?
Well, like shook his hand and was like,
I'm not going. Don't come to my
funeral. Don't come to my funeral.
What's being gay in Oklahoma? Like, what do you expect?
Man, no, yeah, exactly. So I can only imagine.
But it was just entertainment. But every episode got more ridiculous.
Yeah. So that was how that first episode started. And then they go into Doc Antle, which is this guy that pretty much like had it was like a cult though. He had like 5 of these women, like he's banging them.
He like lived with some Indian yoga guru guy
who was also a drug dealer though.
And his name's like his first legal name.
I don't think he was Indian. He was Cuban. I thought he was actually Cuban. He just looked in. Oh no, it's a different guy.
He's like, it's in my house. Like, this is my
right
mentor. It's like a picture of some Indian guy with a lion.
Yeah, like Bikram. Yeah, it was very cultish kind of like
for sure cultish.
Yoga
his
Zen
compound
cultish.
got raided.
Yeah, like these people
in December of 2019. So
that
3 months ago,
very recently,
and he's still operating. So they didn't find dirt.
Unbelievable.
But of the big Antle's so much more efficient and smarter than fucking.
Yeah, well, the thing was that
Joe was over reckless,
and his flamboyance is what killed him because he hated the woman and he kept going after her. But little did he she had power and money, so she fucking sued him till he had nothing left.
And then he got people like, oh, you need money, and they took advantage of him.
Yes, and he thought he was
Jen's Flow.
Yes, so it was pretty much his demise going after. Very much like Casino. If you remember Sam Rothstein in Casino. He screwed himself by being too mouthy, and he got rid of his gaming license, and he got to get run out of Las Vegas. Pretty much the same thing here. The guy was too mouthy. He was going on YouTube and
it's like Joe TV.
Joe TV, and abusing this lady that he hated, the lady who killed her husband, who is clearly an evil bitch. I mean, she clearly it seems like she killed her husband.
Now they're opening the investigations again.
Yeah, well, then, right. Yeah, well, but the thing is that is there any evidence? They couldn't even get a subpoena.
I get it. So Joe has like a 20-something year sentence. I think they're gonna lighten it.
I probably, yeah, I know like 22 years.
He might do like 5 years.
So Joe Exotic eventually is in jail because he hired a hitman to kill the woman. What's her name? Carol Haskin. Which
Baskin.
Is Baskin, the one that owns the other zoo that apparently killed her husband.
This is also fine mind back, right? So she goes animal rights, blah blah blah. Which there's nothing wrong with animal rights. I support it. Not. But she has her own fucking zoo.
I know, it's so
it's like
just hypocritical. Yeah.
What's your animal rights shit? You have your own fucking tigers in cages. Yeah. And she has another thing of all her employees are volunteer.
Right, she doesn't even pay them. And she has apparently a tremendous YouTube following with 1 million followers or something.
Oh no, hello you cool cats and kittens. I think that's what she says, something like that.
What a weirdo.
So another thing I noticed, right? Yeah. All 3 of them, the 3 big zoo owners, they don't pay their workers. Joe was paying them $100 a eat.
Right, there was $100 a week.
I felt disturbed when they were eating, going through a truck, picking out garbage from Walmart.
Yeah.
They go, oh, you get your picks before the animals do, and they're picking like
scrap. Yeah.
They're like, no, if you return it, they don't put it back on the shelf. That's what Joe Exotic was saying.
So weird.
There's one girl he interviewed, which was good they got her because she kind of was the rat behind Antil's operation. She's like, it was a cult when I left. She made me get implants. They paid us $100 a week, and we worked like 20-hour days. All these workers aren't getting paid anything because they just admire the fucking
right. Like it's so cultish.
It's very cultish, and like none of us would ever know about a private zoo's like what the angle is.
Right.
So it's very fascinating. It's just white trash underbelly that we kind of us living in New York that did never happen here.
Yeah,
but Oklahoma, Florida.
Yeah, it was even more unusual for us.
Florida, Oklahoma, and I think South Carolina's Antil's operation.
So apparently they're gonna make a movie out of this too.
They want what the fuck's his actor?
It's got 97% on Rotten Tomatoes for this documentary.
The actor he played this curly haired guy. He always plays like a redneck asshole. What the fuck's his name?
Oh, it could be anybody.
He was a pitcher in the HBO show.
Oh, the alligators killed in Joe Exotic's studio fire once belonged to Michael Jackson. So apparently there was a studio fire too. We don't know if that was done by him. They say it was probably done by him. They were saying it
looks like it was done by him.
Yeah, like
because the FBI was investigating his shit. And he burned
all his videos.
But he was blaming others.
Yeah, he was blaming like the PETA. Like
there's such seedy characters that
so much seedy shit. And that's another thing. It's like they live in their own little worlds, so they think they're the fucking mayors. They think they're like the laws don't apply to them, so they get to do what they want.
That's the problem. There's no legislation that.
Yeah, and they have you have 20 acres of land.
Game and wildlife commissions are underfunded.
Yeah, so they can't fucking stop any
people
of it.
to regulate this shit have no money.
Yeah.
Or manpower.
Right.
That's why they get away with all this brazen illegal activity.
300 tigers. Isn't that insane? Imagine owning 300 tigers, and each one costs $10,000 a year to feed.
And he was getting like roadkill, Walmart scraps.
So you're talking like $3 million a year just to feed these things, and they were probably euthanizing them too.
Another
he admitted
thing
to it.
That's like the tigers is horses. To feed a horse is
oh yeah.
The upkeep
Anybody
on
who's
an
an equestrian, you got to have money for that.
But that's the thing. If your horse isn't winning races, he's just losing you fucking money.
Oh, you gotta.
So that's gonna be the next.
The horse broke its leg.
Tiger King next fucking pandemic is gonna
Horse
be
King. Yeah. So what was your favorite parts of this documentary, Sean, that everyone's making memes about and watching it while they're quarantined?
It's so many.
We're quarantined here in the studio.
Well,
we should have a live stream for the next 3 weeks, just us going down deeper into madness.
It is the beginning of madness, and listen, our viewers, we're all there. So
we're all there.
I'm glad tomorrow when you're working from home with quotation marks,
quote unquote.
Everyone's work hours. Everyone's still working, but not what they really were doing.
I'll bet you a lot of people will watch this trash. Watch this YouTube channel now that we are everybody's sequestered or quarantined home.
Let's do more fucking content. I've never been this stir crazy in my life.
I know, right? Isn't it insane?
The demand's there. Let's get the
the
viewers
demand
what they
is there.
Want,
they want to watch more schlock.
SI Live podcast, making people feel better. Another day we'll be on SI Live.
That's right. We're doing God's work right now.
I saw our buddies at what's the Doro podcast? Super Live
Adventure Podcast.
They're doing remote casting now.
They are. Well, yeah. As I was saying to you before the podcast started, I was like, yeah, they were. I know. Not the second to last episode they did remotely. They did. But we could do that. You just need more equipment over your share of the studio.
Dude, I could come over. If I have symptoms, I'm not, but I'm good for now.
I'm fucking quarantined in the studio here. We're in an 8x8 cage, but just like they were in the tiger thing.
I think that's really funny. Not funny, but not funny under the circumstance. I found it kind of ridiculous. So one of Exotic's boyfriends kills himself.
Yeah, that was one of the most crazy parts of it.
So
the young kid that I was saying that he needed a job. He was 19 years old, and 8-9 years passed.
He had a drug problem for sure.
He clearly had a drug problem, and he's married to him. His life is probably
he's not even really
gay. So
he's like gay for drugs.
Yeah, so his life is.
But like they're talking to him, and he never did any direct interview because he's dead. But they're talking to him, and he's like, "This is the last cigarette I'm gonna smoke."
What did he say?
At one point in the documentary, he goes,
"Yeah,
this is the last cigarette I'm gonna smoke." And
that's weird. Shit, yeah.
And the weirdest thing was when
it pretty much he killed himself like on tape too. You know,
yeah,
because
Joe's like campaign manager.
Yeah, the campaign manager
came in the room with him.
Yeah, the dude with the glasses.
You see him going.
Yeah, he's like, yo,
he's like this.
Yeah, and they show that. They show that.
The guy,
it was like security camera footage, and they showed it.
They're in his office.
Yeah,
and the guy goes.
Yeah. Apparently, it was almost accidental. The kid was like, "No, you can't kill yourself. There's no clip in it." But like, there's a bullet in the chamber, bro.
What I thought was really funny. It's not funny, but I thought it was funny.
Sean thought this death was hysterical.
No, he builds a memoriam of him, and it's like a ATV and like dolls and like it's just like Travis. I think
Travis Maldonado.
So it says Travis
Maldonado. Yeah.
And there's like he builds this like fake memorial of him in the zoo. It was just so ghetto. Yeah. It was funny because what the fuck is this?
And then like at his like memorial or whatever, like that was like weird too. Like it's all weird. It was just disturbing.
I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, it's
his music videos are pretty catchy.
Oh, is his?
Like, I saw a
Carol Bell. They're like country music. He's also a country music singer too. Yeah.
But he's also like, this is my gift shop.
Right.
Most popular of the Joe Exotic thongs.
Okay. Yeah, he's showing thongs. The guy's like, do you wear any of them? No, I don't wear underwear.
And then he's like, ooh, the sex oil is a big seller.
Yeah, it's our top seller. Yeah.
Think about this, right? You're going to a zoo and they're selling sex oil and thongs. It's leopards.
Yeah, like who's buying that? It's disturbing.
What zoo gift shop sells sex oil? Like,
so shady.
The fuck?
Wait, so this also reminds me. Me and you went to New Orleans 3.5 years back.
The gator thing. So
I should give me flashbacks. To that.
I felt disturbed. They had a albino gator in a pool.
Right. Yeah, I got pictures of it. We had an albino gator.
10-foot gator.
Yeah.
9-foot pool.
Yeah. I know.
This guy's like
miserable.
The most depressed, tortured gator.
Yeah, just for us to like look at.
And he just looked dead. Like you want to kill him.
He didn't want.
He would kill himself if he could.
He would kill himself if he could.
Bad.
Yeah.
That was like a private little.
Yeah, same kind of thing.
Operation.
You go on the swamp. You go on the swamp trip. You go on the little pontoon boat or whatever, and then they let you hold the little gator. I had a funny
story about that. That kind of. So you take like a boat into the swamps. You see gators, and they brought out a baby gator, and you're petting it.
Yeah.
So I'm in New Orleans. I'm in the vibe. Let's fucking drink. So I'm like crushing like Budweisers on
Sean's
the boat.
Blasting down road beers on this fucking pontoon boat. I remember we all were though. You had like fucking 6 in your pockets.
So thank God. I'm sitting in the front seat.
Friend of the cast, Steve Kump, is like handing me like Budweisers. I'm
sitting in the front.
Because you're not supposed to drink on the boat.
It's a crowded boat. It's about 30 people.
There's other people on this boat.
So I'm sitting in the front row. Thank God.
Right.
I'm sitting next to our friend Kump, friend of the cast.
Friend of the cast.
I think he's with his current wife now. I don't know if they were.
Congratulations, they just had a little boy.
I don't think they were engaged at the time.
No.
And I'm like, you can't. It's like Pee-wee. Like, is there an Alamo in the bathroom in the Alamo? I can't be like, is there a bath?
I forgot you drank so much that you had to go.
This is like
I had to go too, but you went.
So this is a 2-hour fucking boat.
Yeah, it's a long, and we're all drinking road beers.
So I'm drinking 6 Budweisers.
I'm chilling on him. I had like 3 beers. Sean's just chugging down road beers.
6 Budweisers on the boat, and I'm like, I'm gonna pee my fucking pants.
And I'm like, yo, because I had to go
You're
too.
in the back row. I'm sitting next to Kump and Gracie, and there's like 2 other people in my row.
Yeah. I had to go too because we were drinking a lot of beers. It's a long time.
I'm gonna pee my pants. I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do?
I'm gonna piss in this.
I pee in the fucking can.
Pee in the can. Oh my
in front of there's 30 people in the fucking boat. This is a true story.
I was there.
So. Thank God I'm in the front row. If I wasn't in the front row, I couldn't get with.
Screwed because then the guy would have seen you, the pilot.
So I
captain of the boat.
I pee in a can. I'm like, this is the craziest pee I ever had in my life.
Yeah. To this day, you must have been a little sauce too, right? You're a little half in the bag.
I pee in the fucking can.
Oh God.
And I'm like, I try to be as true as possible, but you can't because I'm on a crowded boat with 30 people.
Right.
So I finish peeing. Kump and Grace are hysterical laughing.
Yeah, they're cracking up.
I look in the behind me and like 5 people.
Everybody knew what you were doing. Yeah.
Of the whole boat, 7 people saw me pee.
Right.
Out of 30, so it wasn't too.
Like some of the side people not paying attention didn't know.
They're looking at alligators.
But then you have a few of the people like sitting next to us, and they're like kind of getting what's going on.
People were giggling, like Asian couple were laughing.
Yeah, people. Some people are getting it, and some people were aloof.
But I did take a piss on a 30-person boat in a can.
That was good times. You had to go. I had to go too.
And then I dumped the can in the swamp.
Well, else?
The can of urine.
You gonna let the can of urine roll around?
Workers are even like, oh, beer only get paid $100.
You know that fucking redneck would have been, oh, that's pretty good.
Man, this beer's a little.
Yeah. He was talking about how he was like, well, the Gatorades take a pee on you. Would you call it Gatorade? And then we would have just gave him some of our Budweiser aid. But good times, yeah. But so, similar thing when you come
to happened
private zoo.
Carol Baskin attacked Joe for no reason because he was.
Is that how? Well,
It started because he was doing the magician. Tiger
He was doing circuits, yeah.
And his boyfriend was like, we were making like $14,000 a fucking weekend.
Right, they were doing well, yeah.
For like Alabama and shit, $14,000 is a lot of
Looked
fucking
like a
money.
fucking king out there, yeah.
Think about this too. So we're getting our measly $1,200, you know.
Oh, guy getting your stimulus check. That $1,200 is already
$1,200 in New York is
piss it down the drain. I know it should be like adjusted. Like New York, especially
$2,000 a month for 3 months.
Especially because New York, we're hit the worst. So and $1,200 is the most useless here.
You're in Oklahoma. $200 is a lot of fucking.
$1,200 bowling. You pay
you don't
2 months mortgage.
Make that a fucking month.
Yeah, it's 2 months mortgage, man.
For us, that's like 1
Crumbs,
week fucking.
Nothing.
It's a 1 week paycheck.
Nothing.
A 1 week paycheck.
It's nothing. It's a joke.
But you had everything. You had animals.
Yeah.
You had anti-heroes.
You had murder.
You had gay guys with guns.
Gay guys with guns. You had death.
You had sex gurus.
Sex gurus with multiple wives.
Villainous Black Widow spiders killing their husbands.
You had disgusting old middle-aged men like marrying 20-year-old like pretty attractive girls and insane. So all in all, it was right up your alley, Sean, wasn't it?
I thought it was pure entertainment.
Pure, unadulterated entertainment.
And let me tell you something. I was rooting for Joe at the end.
Yeah, no, me too.
I think he doesn't.
I think he like was asking for it, just kept going after her. You know what I mean? Like
he's like when he was like on the lam kind of, and he's like, "Oh, I'm in Belize."
Yeah.
That looks like Florida.
Yeah.
Dude.
Belize my ass. Yeah,
Belize water. Like, dude, it literally says like Planet Hollywood, Florida in the background. He goes, "I'm in Belize."
Yeah, Belize. I know it's like Clearwater.
It's like Clearwater at Hooters.
Yeah, I'm in Belize at Clearwater.
They go to those are Hooters guys for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's such definitely those are guys that go to Hooters.
I'm in Belize. Like, all right, sure you are.
You're at Hooters in Clearwater. Stop it. St. Petersburg.
Nothing. If you're on the land and you're still using your cell phone, like, what world is this?
The guy was just way too like looking for notoriety and flamboyance. Wanted to be like a celebrity, which is usually people's downfall.
What I don't get that people aren't talking about is his new boyfriend.
Oh, like, the newest one, yeah.
Another like
he bought me a car.
Another like early 20s, like.
And while this guy's he's
good-looking guy,
boyfriend with him while he's in jail.
It's like what? How does he do this? It's so bizarre.
Just like the power and I don't know, like there's some like weird primal thing. Like this guy controls tigers and like has his own land and he's like. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's very weird. It's very unusual. That's why they made a thing about it. So, long story short, do you think that Carol Baskin...
I think this is not the last you see him Tiger King.
Yeah, you think it'll be a season 2? By any means, it'll be coming out of jail.
Season 2?
Long story short, he got 22 years. He got
Season
jail.
2 is already in development.
Oh, really? Yeah, but that's the same thing. They said that about Making a Murderer.
There's no content. This is content.
Where's the content? He's in jail.
Look at the content. I'll tell you the content. He's in jail.
Sean, stop vaping in the studio. You're smoking us out. This is why we're gonna get COVID here. This kid's vaping all over us.
COVID. Hey, you got any cigarettes?
You got any fucking COVID?
I'm helping him in the post office and shit.
Yeah,
I'll get COVID.
We had to go to the post office before this. We had to send out to our Patreon members. Follow us on Patreon. Subscribe. Pay for us on Patreon.
A million content.
Yeah. But
the Carol Baskin investigation's open.
What do you think?
Antil's getting raided.
Do you think she covered her husband in sardine oil and had him fed to the lions and tigers?
I think she's fine because whatever evidence there was is 20 years old.
That fucking corpse is gone.
Her brother was a fucking cop.
You know she probably cleaned. She had a meat grinder for some reason, and apparently they couldn't get. The guy's family wanted a subpoena, requested to get DNA test the meat grinder. No. They couldn't get it. Isn't that insane? So
Florida is fucked beyond every measure of.
That was where she was. Yeah, she was in Florida. Yeah, no,
it's the most backwards fucking world. There was pictures of
No
2
laws.
weeks ago.
No laws.
2 weeks ago, mind you, in the middle of this fucking crisis. Beaches packed.
Yeah.
Bars packed.
Everybody partying with COVID.
They don't have the sickness yet because
Well,
it's just getting there. It's gonna balloon there.
And they have an older population, so that'll be a problem
It's gonna
for them.
spread.
Yeah, hopefully not, but
And
it could be a
they're
problem.
gonna blame New York. Oh, the New York.
blame New
They
York.
just blame other people for their inadequacy.
Point the finger at everybody. But yeah, so not to go too far because we're actually going on time here. So all in all, Tiger King not bad. You think the characters were nuts, and Carol Baskins murdered her husband, put him in the meat grinder, and fed him to the tigers.
It elevated more than it was because everyone's quarantined.
Yeah, like we're all watching this like delusionally. We're all like having.
But it's brilliant entertainment.
Brilliant entertainment.
Everyone likes to point
I watched
their
all
fingers.
7 episodes in one shot. Same thing with McMillions though.
I can't do that.
I did. I just I work and I keep them on and I'm watching.
I
and
work
I'm
every
listening.
day, but I'm
not
not a binger.
I keep them on while I'm working. So
You
if
know
I'm working for 6 hours, I just
If you
keep
want
that
a
on
new
the
show to
background.
watch, you watch Breaking Bad, obviously.
Of course.
Better Call Saul. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I tried to get into it when it first started. Couldn't
I love
really
it.
do it. Yeah,
I'm
maybe I'll try
watching the new-
again.
I'm
But I
watching
feel
the-
like there's so much shit. Like
It's a good drama.
like this Ozark. I've been like maybe I should go back into season 2 of that. I watched season 1.
I'm watching season 1 right now.
Oh yeah, how do you like it?
Started
It's
this
like
week.
a combination of Breaking Bad meets American Beauty. Is the way.
It's
I call
okay.
it. Yeah, it's
just-
not as good as Breaking Bad. At least not the first.
Jason
season.
Bateman. I just look at him as Michael Bluth from Arrested
Right,
Development.
Arrested Development.
So
I never watched every episode of that show. But
Arrested
it was
Development,
on.
I
That's
love
just shows.
violent.
Oh, was that 14 years ago? Now that show was on. That was like late high school.
The first 3, I think 03 to 06.
Yeah, the original
was the
ones.
original run.
'Cause I
The
remember
new
that-
episodes suck. They're crap.
No, I didn't bother watching them, man.
The original run is fucking
There's some
brilliant.
funny bits. I remember, like the lady was
Brilliant.
like, how much could a banana cost? $10. You know, it's like completely out of touch, like wealthy people, because they had that frozen banana
You know
stand,
who
right?
kills it is
Yeah, 03 to yeah. Yeah, I remember,
Tobias Fugay.
Oh,
the bald guy. David Cross.
David Cross, who's
He's
great.
brilliant.
He's hysterical. Isn't he a magician in the show?
No, that's
The other guy. Okay.
another big fucking name.
Actor now.
Will Arnett.
Yeah, Will Arnett's the...
There's tons
yeah.
of big names.
Yeah, they all they weren't as big then. You know, well, David Cross, like, I know him since the 90s.
Like,
He was
plays
in Men
this,
in
like,
Black.
ambiguously gay guy.
Right.
So I'd be like, oh, I just blew myself. And he's like wearing the blue
I've seen... Yeah.
It's just fucking hilarious.
Yeah, there's funny
I'm a
bits in that
never
movie.
nude. He's like wearing like cut off shorts.
Yeah, there was
just
funny bits in that show.
Bit after bit. The first 3 seasons are chock full of bits.
Right. Yeah, I remember when the show was on and I would get a chuckle, and then because it was
brilliant.
Fox, right?
It's Fox.
Yeah, so like
brilliant.
I remember like because that was like Sunday night. Now I'm of course Simpsons, still watching Simpsons at the time. So I remember like Arrested Development. Like,
So it used to
keep
be
it on the background.
Simpsons, King of the
King of the Hill,
then
and then Arrested Development,
That
and also
was-
24 was on a lot too.
the rest. That's when the X Files ended. 'Cause it used to be Simpsons, King of the X Files was
No, I think X Files ended a little bit before then, right?
the perennial Sunday, Fox Sunday for 10 years of my
And
life.
then what's it called was Malcolm in the Middle too, if you don't remember.
Loved Malcolm in the Middle. We
Yeah,
used
no,
to
you were
watch
big-
that when we were like,
When it came out, yeah.
when I was really young. People was like fun, like, oh, you look like Frankie Muniz to me.
Oh yeah,
Like before I had the beard,
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
young.
yeah.
Like I resembled.
maybe a little bit, yeah.
So I was just kind of got a heart. I remember one time I was at Jersey Gardens, like
Oh, somebody bust your balls.
2005.
Oh, and somebody said, "Yo, Frankie Muniz."
So it's like black kids.
You're right. X Files was till 2002.
So these black kids are like smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, they
and
called-
and they're like, "Yo, Frankie Muniz, you got a lighter?" I'm looking like, "Who's Frankie Muniz?"
That's
and I'm
funny.
like, "I'm Frankie Muniz."
Oh, that's funny.
Fuck.
Didn't somebody call you? What's it called on a Detroit bus? They called you Jesse Pinkman. Yo,
I'll tell
Jesse
the story.
Pinkman. Let's stop.
So I could dress flagrant sometimes.
You
And,
sure could with your multicolored hats and.
Yeah, it's really bright. I'm wearing work demeanor here, so
Yeah, Sean's in his work attire.
Marley, yeah.
Podcast
Bird
attire.
dinner,
I've got a vaporwave shirt on. I was gonna wear my. I have a Blockbuster. Employee shirt. That's great, but I was gonna wear
I
it
gotta wear that for the next
cast. I should have. I don't know
I'll
why I
wear
didn't
some
it.
retro shit. Too.
I'll show it to you. But this is actually a vaporwave shirt, which I'm a fan of vaporwave.
I'm not familiar with vaporwave.
It's that like internet. It's that fucking this like it's like electronic music, but they blended it with like old like
80s
90s
band
yeah,
or
like
90s?
90s. No, it's like 90s elevator. I'll show it to you afterwards. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. It's like any music that was played in like Kmart in the 90s. Like they like revamped it. It's actually crazy. It's weird. It's very
This
nostalgic.
came out about a year ago. Someone on YouTube found it, and it was like the their loop music they played in Kmart.
Oh
in the
yeah,
90s.
of course. That's very integral to the vaporwave community because they're using that stuff as samples to make like new vaporwave
So is
music.
Vaporwave a band or
No, it's a genre. It's a subgenre
Okay.
of like. Yeah, no, I'll show you
I'm
the main
glad you're
album.
exposing me to this and the
It's great.
listeners at the same time.
Oh yeah, vaporwave is great. If you're anybody who loves like weird kind of nostalgia, like
we're all about nostalgia.
Yeah,
That's
so
all,
it's perfect
This cast
for
is just nostalgia driven.
Retrocade. So yeah.
That's the theme of this cast.
That is. It's the theme of my life. Like, so.
That's
I'm
how we
always
became,
looking in the past. I'm like, that shit was better than what we got
That's
now.
how we became friends.
Yeah. Because even the shit that we liked when we were young was
old shit
old
that was,
then.
like,
Ghostbusters. This is like, we met in like 94, 95. Like, Ghostbusters.
We always like shit that was
Star Wars. Yeah, Star Wars, Ghostbusters. It was all.
We never liked modern shit.
No. Like the modern stuff. Like I remember when Independence Day came out. You were the first one to tell me about it, and I'll tell you why I remember this. I
don't even remember this story.
End of second grade. Because we
95.
Yeah, 95. Ooh, 96. And
fuck man.
Yeah. So and it's like summertime, and we're in Miss
Summer
Velitis's
Olympics in Atlanta. That's when they had the bombing.
Yes, it was the summer of the bombing. Yeah, and Miss Velitis had the class. And I don't remember you. There was the reading loft. Can you remember the reading loft?
Vaguely.
Go back deep into your memory. Well, each classroom had like a loft where you would kind of like a bunk bed.
A little nook and cranny.
It was a nook, but it was like a bunk bed where they would call it, you go up there and like Indian style legs. But like I just remember that in the corner, and I was saying, and we, me and Sean like sci-fi and stuff. Like we like Star Wars already. So and I was saying to you, I was like, the movie Contact looks really good. Or was it? No. Was it Contact? It was the one with Charlie Sheen. What was that? With Charlie Sheen alien movie. The Arrival. It was the movie The Arrival with Charlie Sheen, and I was like, the movie The Arrival looks really good. There's aliens in it, and you were like, nah, I really can't wait to see Independence Day, and I was like, ooh, Independence Day, that sounds epic. What's that? And then that was like the big summer blockbuster that summer. But you were the first one to mention it to me, and I remember you saying, as like an 8-year-old, I hear the words Independence Day, and it sounded so like intense, It was like, wow, that sounds like a fucking, and it turned out to be like, yeah, like just as I expected, like a world-ending, apocalyptic alien movie. It was right up my alley at the time as a fucking 8-year-old.
I didn't watch the remake. I heard it was trash.
Which one?
The Independence Day sequel.
Oh, Resurgence? You didn't come to the theaters? Oh, bro, we had like 8 of us came.
Yeah, I don't want to go.
You didn't
was
go?
like, this movie's gonna suck.
Jeremy walked out. It wasn't that bad.
I'll tell you something.
It was absurd, but it wasn't that bad.
Well, Jeremy was behaved at Star Wars. I saw Jeremy. I saw
friend of the
one of the
Avengers.
a good friend of ours. I saw Secret Wars Avengers with Jeremy.
Civil War.
Sorry.
Okay.
Secret Wars is the comics. It's the comics.
Okay.
And one of the characters about to die. Jeremy's screaming, clapping, like, yeah! And the whole movie theater was staring at him. And I was just like, I never laughed so hard in my life.
Yeah.
The Black Falcon died. He was like supposed to die.
And
he didn't die, but he thought he died.
Jeremy was cheering about Black Falcon
fake
dying.
death scene, Jeremy's screaming and clapping and hollering. It was just hysterical laughing. And the whole movie theater was just staring
Weren't
at
they
him.
making a lot of noise during The Rise of Skywalker? Because we were all together.
Well, they were sitting on the other side.
Me and you were sitting next to... Yeah, you were sitting next to me.
I always end up sitting next to you.
Yeah.
You and Pete... I've sat next to Pete every Star Wars movie. I don't know why.
Did you sit next to him in this one?
I sat next to you and
okay, yeah. Good times. Rise of Skywalker. What are you going to do? Could have been worse. How are your feelings now, settled 3 months later?
Still better than The Last Jedi.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much like, at least it was filled with fan fun. Like, it was entertaining, and that's it. It was like well-crafted, epic, like Empire Strikes Back.
We hit our cap. We're at like almost 2 hours.
Yeah, we're at almost 2 hours. So we'll finish it off with a few other movies. I saw Parasite, which was the Oscar winner for Best Picture.
Sure.
South Korean movie. Was pretty good. I recommend it. It's in subtitles. If you could watch subtitle movie. Do I think it deserved Best Picture? But it was good. And then I also saw
my list.
I saw Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler.
I also heard good things.
His foray into dramas, and I like that. I actually like that better. Actually, that was good. He plays like a greasy, like diamond
gambling
degenerate gambling diamond salesman.
Is it in Boston?
No, it's New York. Some of it's in Boston.
No, because I saw like Kevin
Garnett's in it. Yeah,
he's like on the Celtics at the time.
Yeah, exactly. He plays himself in the movie. Yeah, and he's got a role. Yeah, for sure. Because like sports gambling is prominent in the movie. But all in all, I like those two. And wait, you saw 1917?
Loved it.
Yeah, we're going over the movies that we saw recently in about 2 minutes time, and then we'll cut.
I loved it.
Yeah, 1917.
I like war movies. Solid war movie.
Sure.
Had you on your toes. Very good.
Nice.
Some big actors in it, but they make brief appearances. Like Benedict Cumberbatch in the movie for like 10 minutes.
Benedict Cabbage Patch. Okay.
I saw Harley Quinn.
Oh yeah, you saw the Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey.
It was okay.
Oh my god, that noise is just terrible.
Right, let's cap it anyway.
Yeah. All right, we'll cap it off with Harley Quinn here.
Good overall. Black Skull. Ewan McGregor did a great job.
Yeah, he's in it too. See, that makes me want to watch it more now. Because there wasn't
I just
much.
want to see him as Obi-Wan. That's his purpose.
He'll come back from Obi-Wan. He's coming back for Obi-Wan. So
everything's delayed. So there might be 3
years
from now.
We wait. We'll have gray beards by then. But
we're already having gray beards.
Oh, I got a gray beard already. But
I got some gray in my beard.
I got a lot of gray. But by then it'll be the 10-year anniversary of the podcast. But so that's pretty much it.
That's fairly accurate.
Yeah, I know. We're already at the 5-year mark, which is crazy. We'll have a big 5-year extravaganza.
So let's try to do content in 2 weeks. Demand's there.
The demand is there.
We have the time.
We have the time. We
have the supply. The demand's there. Why not?
Why not? We should just do 48-hour.
Let's get crank. It took us 3 months. Let's do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was a lot of busy. I mean, we and you were both busy, and I did want to get one in earlier, but hey, at least it wasn't April before. This will probably come out in April. But that's it, everybody. Enjoy yourselves and quarantine yourself and keep watching the stars.